bag on you, and you think that they're supposed to turn that down, but also you say they're supposed to get to a safe neighborhood.
I
Pittsburgh
never
T,
said that.
that doesn't make any
I never
sense, man.
said that. No, I never said that, Scott. I said, how can somebody gentrify a place where I own the property? If it's a whole 20 blocks and everybody own their property, everybody not gonna sell. It's just not gonna happen.
And that's why
But
Atlanta
if
would
we're
never be
all
gentrified.
right, because there's more ownership of us, right? So if we don't
Pittsburgh T,
own a thing, if we don't
Pittsburgh,
own a thing, we can't control the thing we don't own. You can't
so
control nothing you don't
Pittsburgh
own.
T, like I don't know if you heard Jay-Z song when he was talking about he could have bought a place in Dumbo. He wasn't talking about a house, brother. A lot of those places are buildings, complexes. Everybody can't own a house, Pittsburgh T. There was a time I wasn't making at 20 years ago
Why
the
not?
money that I make
Why
now.
not? Why not? You don't need to make
Are
the
you
money you make
joking?
now.
Is that
No, I'm not. Because I'm gonna tell you why you don't need to see. This is the problem that we have. Listen, if you're 18 to 25 and you don't go out there and get an apartment and you stay at your parents' house and you just ain't got to go out there and get no rent, all that $2,000, $1,500 a month over 6 years, you'd have a down payment to get a house. You'd have it. We don't
Pittsburgh
want to
T?
do it.
Pittsburgh
No,
T.
we can't say we don't got no
Pittsburgh T.
money. We just
You gonna let
financially irresponsible. We're
Pittsburgh T, you
all
would let your kid stay with you not paying bills for 10 to
yes.
15.
Why wouldn't I? They're
Pittsburgh T, that's
right
not
for them to
normal.
buy a
That is
house.
not normal.
Yes, it is.
Especially
I know
Pittsburgh
a
T.
few people that did it. I know
Pittsburgh
some
T.
black folks that did it, and they're all financially stable right now. I know plenty of people to do it. No, that's some stuff we got to get away. You don't have to jump out there and pay somebody else. So you don't want. I want my kids out there paying somebody else's mortgage. That's what they doing. You want
Pittsburgh
somebody
T.
out there paying rent to pay
Pittsburgh
somebody
T.
else's mortgage instead of getting their
Black
own.
people, it is a known thing in the black community that they don't want to take care of no grown folks. And once you get a certain age, they are not going to allow you to stay with them.
Well, that's bad. That's bad parenting. Because why would you want you kicking your kids out to pay rent? That's silly. That don't make sense. You should be having them going into. They should leave your house into another house, not leaving your house paying rent. Because most people, when they get into that rent cycle, it's hard for them to climb up out of that shit if they don't increase their wages. Which, unless you got skills, you're not going to increase your wages, so you on the hamster wheel. So now you just dropped your kid off in a lose-lose situation. That's not what we're supposed to be doing as a people. So we doing that, we wrong.
How much is 18-year-old going to be making at McDonald's?
Okay, let's go with McDonald's. Let's say McDonald's. Let's say they make $25,000 a year. That fair? That's a good number. That's a good number for you. 25?
Nah, let's go 20.
Okay, let's say. Well, we got to be 25. They making about 25.
Nah,
maybe about 25. Maybe about 25.
I don't know.
They making about 25.
When I was out there working, they would make about 20. But
no,
we say 25.
Everything went up.
Remember, they increased the minimum wage with them.
Yeah, they increased it. So even at 25, and if you take 25, so that kid making $25,000 a year. Let's say out of 25, he's only able to save $7,000 a year staying at your house. That's all this kid can do is $7,000. Years, this kid got $35,000. That's what that kid saved by staying at your house and not jumping out there, not paying for rent and all these other things.
Assuming that they don't buy stuff like for themselves, like clothes, deodorant.
But that's where parents
they'd have to save 100% of their income. But go ahead.
7,000. They're making 25. They saving 7. That's not even half their money, bro. And they ain't got no bills, so they can. That's doable. That's what parenting and a little bit of discipline, that kid can do that. In 5 years, that kid has enough money to go buy a house if they choose be, or continue to save their money. That's what has to happen, bro. So when you send your kid out there with no skills, no job, no.
Hold on. Okay, let's do that.
So that's 23.
Let's go back to your math. Let's go back to your math, right? So you said they have to save 7,000 and what, a month?
No, a year. The whole year they save $7,000. That's what them getting their income tax money, including their income tax money and the money they make. For them to make $7,000, that's not a huge leap for a child. That's not paying.
They'll have 35,000.
Yes, with no interest. That's $35,000 with no interest, zero interest.
Okay, so they've stayed with you. They've stayed with you for 5 years. They've saved 35,000 ideally, right? So now when they go to buy the house that was now $200,000 is now $300,000, and that $35,000 doesn't do shit as a down payment.
Don't do that. Yes, they do. They got all kind of programs. Scarlett, first of all, when a 20-year-old buys a house, they probably should get a 30-year mortgage, right? We can all say that they have different financial developments, but as far as vehicles as far as 30-year, 20-year, 15-year, 10-year mortgages. They got arms. They got all kind of deals. But a kid getting a 30-year mortgage at 20-year, it's nothing wrong with that, right? Because they're gonna eventually own the fucking house. That and most parents that are doing that, they're able to co-sign for kids. They're able to give them money. Like, you should be able to coach your kids and help your kids in that. You shouldn't be kicking your kids out of the house, say figure the shit out. Parenting don't stop because a kid get to a certain age because the government said that shit. That ain't how that go.
But Pittsburgh team, we gotta be honest as well. A lot of these parents, more times out of none, these parents have not say they have to, but they feel like they have to, and they're under a situation where the less people in the house, the less utilities that are used, the less electricity, the less water. So again, so that child can help contribute to that household, or either they can contribute to themselves to alleviate the financial burden off that parent. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not being
do that.
Right. I get that. I get they shouldn't do
that.
it.
That's not responsibility.
But let's be real though. Not to say they shouldn't do it. Sometimes parents are forced to do that or feel like they have to do that to help alleviate the financial burden off themselves. That's what I'm saying. So we gotta
but that's wrong. That's the parents' responsibility.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but we gotta be open to it though, because it happens. We gotta be open to it.
No, but I'll say this. I'll say that if that's happening, that's wrong, and that's not for the kid to correct. That's for the daddy or the mama, whoever's doing that. That's for the auntie and the uncle, and call them and say, "Hey, man, what you doing? You're not supposed to do that for your kid." And that's the other problem. People don't, like I said, we started this off. People don't take criticism from other black people unless they got this hellified portfolio. They do fucked up shit to their kids and to their loved ones and think people just supposed to take it because they're blood. You don't choose your blood. You choose your family now. You choose your friends. You don't choose your family. So, like, we got to start treating each other better and trying to look out for each other and start taking some damn criticism, because people do some real crazy stuff in some of these families and they be setting these kids up for failure. I get your point. But, like, we can't only control what we can control. That's what should happen. Kids should not be leaving their house at 18 with no plan, no money, and just, I'm going to get a job and I'm going to work. That's probably not going to work out good for most kids. It's just probably not. That's not a good formula for kids.
And again, to your point, I'm not going to dismiss the fact that you get some kids that are emancipated, under 18, and they become success stories because they have to make do and they have to, defy the odds with their family dynamic in their situation. And again, that's not every day, and that's not a popular opinion or a popular what should I say? It's not a popular population of kids that make it on their own, being emancipated at 15 and 16 and all that type of situation. But there are some kids that do make it. There are some success stories out there. So I don't, I don't want to put it out there. I just, I want to just bring the optimism with the, with the situation, with the reality of the situation. But it's the truth. You got some parents out there that's on some 18, you out of here. I wouldn't do it to my son. But you have some parents that's on some 18, you gotta go. You gotta get a job, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. I got shit to do, whatever. I don't understand it. But again, I don't know what was done to that parent with their past trauma. Maybe that's all they know. I don't know. Maybe that's what they were taught. I don't know. But I don't want to close that door to go, oh, just stand like it's okay. I understand, we feel morally it's wrong. But at 18 in this, in the United States, you are declared an adult. You are declared an adult. I wouldn't personally do it to my own child, but you get a lot of parents that do it. And I've heard a lot of kids that say, okay, my parent said you out of here, 18 or whatever like that. You better figure it out. Blah, 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 blah.
That's wrong, though. I mean, but I think too, like, if that's what people doing that on a large scale, that's wrong. That ain't right. And I'll say, people who don't have the tools, a lot of times they get their kids around people who got the tools. They send them in the military. They get them around their uncles, their aunties, that one cousin, and to figure some stuff out. Like people know when they are interested to do stuff, they do it. A lot of times, those folks you're talking about that we know of, cousins, friends, whoever, they just done checked out on their kids, and that's unfortunate because the kid is going to be the one that's going to suffer the consequences. Either the kid was troubling at the last couple of years of school, or whatever the case may be, and they just checked out. But that kid is going to pay the costs out here because once they get out here in these streets, nobody ain't got no empathy, no sympathy. They don't care about what you had going on. Ain't no trauma bonding out here. You do something wrong, you're going to pay for it. So I just think like in our communities, we have to do a better job of helping making sure that these kids are set up for success, not just getting them out there and just say, do what you got to do or do the best you can. You're asking an 18-year-old to have some good ass decision making skills. Like we didn't make the best fucking decisions at 18. I just don't think we set these kids up to make good decisions. You're putting too much on them. They're going from your house and your roof where they pay nothing to just out there and they just figure it out when they couldn't make up their bed. Like, no, that probably ain't gonna turn out good for most kids. So it's gonna be a disaster for a while. And some a little bit longer than that, and some of them will be successful, but that's just not a good, successful outcome. We should be always setting our kids up. We go out of our way to make sure we put kids in certain schools because we know these other schools are bad schools. We'll fight with administrators. We'll move our kids. We'll put certain addresses down. We do all these things, and now when they're adult, we just say, hey, you just go figure it out. No, we're not supposed to be doing that. We got to do better than that.
So I looked it up, Mel, and it said overall Black home ownership is going up, but it said from year to year it actually dipped. And it said in 2025, which I think is when we did the homeowners episode, it said it was like 44.4%, 6% bought homes, and it said it dipped from 44.6 to 44.5. But as far as the homes going up, I looked up what they would go up in 5 years, 39%. That is absolutely insane. So if there's a house that's 250,000 and they're staying there working at McDonald's, right? By the time they get out with that 35,000, that house is going to be 3,000. By the time they get out with that 35,000 to put down on that house, they won't even make a dent in that house. And that's the scale.
Why would my kid still be, Skylar, why would that kid still be working at McDonald's for 5 years?
But you gotta be real.
Right.
But
why would the kid still be working at 5 years though? Like, okay, so
what they gonna be doing?
You gotta be real. This is I'm not being funny. You gotta be real. We not the Quaker Oats kids.
No,
we
but
not
kids
the Kellogg's kids.
But wait a minute, kids don't have to go to college.
We don't have that lineage and that legacy though.
You don't have to have a legacy. Kids work. Listen, people work at garbage places. People are electricians. Hold on. But people can do all type manner of jobs in 5, 6, 7 years as a kid. They get on apprenticeships. They get trades. They work for the county. They do within 5, 6 years. At 18 to like 5, 6 years, a kid can be figured out a lot of stuff. So we acting like kids are handicapped and they can't go learn skills. They can't drive trucks. They can't be electricians. They can't work at call centers. They can't sell cars. They can't do nothing.
Okay,
like they got to work at McDonald's for 5 years.
Okay, but hear me out though. I'm not saying kids are handicapped. I'm not saying they can't do nothing. I'm just saying more times out of none, statistically, our kids are not awarded those opportunities, or those programs are not afforded to them in certain neighborhoods. I'm going to give you a prime example. The Job Corps program, abruptly, Trump cut that whole program out. He cut that entire program out for teens that were trying to work to gain job skills or gain trade skills to advance themselves financially. That whole program just got cut abruptly. Evicted all of them. Some of those Job Corps programs, they were housing some of those teenagers or young adults. They had to go. You can't say that for everybody. And again, don't get me wrong. Driving tractor trailers and all that don't move. That don't kind of affect kids that are in the cities from New York City, from the 5 boroughs. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure where you're from. You sound like you're a little piece of from the South or the Midwest. I'm not really too sure. But like being from like inner cities, tractor trailers and all that don't do nothing.
Why
and then
not? They got tractor trailers up there. Y'all get stuff up there. Why
no,
not?
no, that's upstate New York, and then you gotta have CDLs and all that.
Yeah, you got to go to school for that. You got to pay the $7,000 he would have had. He would have had money to go to CDL school. Why not?
Pittsburgh T, what 18-year-old is going fresh out of high school and going to
That's
take
going to
CDL?
CDL school.
No, I never said that. I said 5 years. Within 5 years, you mean to
No,
tell me an
five,
18-year-old
no,
ain't trying to drive within 5 years? You mean to tell me a kid ain't went to CDL school, ain't went to electrician school, ain't become an
no,
AC man,
no, because
ain't
I'm gonna
went
tell
and
you
jumped
why.
off the garbage truck, worked for UPS? Like it's
No,
a
I'm gonna
bunch of
tell you
jobs that
why.
a man can get,
I'm
young
gonna
man
tell
can
you
get.
why.
A
I'm gonna,
firefighter. It's a bunch of
hold,
jobs.
hold on, Pittsburgh T. I'm gonna tell you why. Well, multiple options, but I'm gonna tell you a few reasons. One, all they gotta do is click a live button and become a content creator and get a super chat
Everybody
or
ain't no
a cash chat.
content creator.
Okay, I'm no hold on. I didn't say everybody was. Hear me out. I said number one, some of them are becoming content creators because they think this it's just an easy money. They think it's just easy work and they think it's fun. They see what online, they see the popularity and the clicks and the views, and they think they're gonna get instantaneous success. That's number one. Number two, everybody doesn't have that backing or that influence to encourage them to go, okay, go be a CDL or go be a tractor trailer or bus driver or a truck driver, something like that. Everybody don't have that backup and don't have that go getter mentality or that encouragement. And then you got some kids that just don't want to do that. You have some that you have to motivate or you have to send them on some type of path. Everything is just not. It's like you want cookie cutter or something. Like they could just do this. They
No,
can
I
go.
don't. You guys are making it. You guys are making the kids handicapped. Like
No,
it's a lot of
I'm
jobs
not
these
making.
kids
No,
can
I'm not
get, but
making
just
anybody
yeah,
hit it.
No,
yeah,
they
I'm
can
not.
you are
work.
because
They can work. We're just being realistic
there's a
about them
lot
buying a house.
Yeah, I'm not being. I'm not
there's
making
a lot
anybody
of jobs
handicapped.
these kids. There's a lot of jobs kids can get in their 20s where they don't have to go to school
Okay,
no long time. At best, they go
let
to
me
a
ask you
trade
this thing.
program. There's a
Let,
ton of them.
let me ask you this thing. If we're making kids handicapped, what are you doing to help propel them and excel them
I'm
in
empowering kids that they have. I'm empowering kids that they have choices, that they can do things. They can
no,
become
I
an
mean,
AC
no, I
man. They
mean,
can
no,
become a
okay,
plumber. They can drive trucks. It's not. It's not. But
okay, hold on,
these are
hold on,
things
hold on,
kids are
hold on.
doing. They're
No, I'm
doing these
asking.
things.
I'm just asking this. No, I'm asking this question. Are you just saying it here, or do you actually hit your pavement and hit the ground running, and you actually motivate kids? And you talk in schools. You know what I mean. You're a mentor. You
No,
take
I
the
don't
kids
talk in
out.
schools. I don't talk. First of all, no, I don't talk. Listen, I don't talk. I don't talk. I'm not a speaker, so I don't speak in those schools. That's not my role. Within my family, I've helped plenty of people do different things. I'm not going to air them out here. But within the job and other places, yeah, I help people as much
That's
as
what I'm
I
saying. I don't
can
want. Yeah,
in
I
a
don't
lot of
want you
different
to.
places. Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm just
But
saying like
that
no, I'm
ain't.
just saying like
But kids,
do
I've seen
you
20-year-olds
I mean,
do
do you
stuff.
actually? No, I'm just saying. Do you actually hit the ground? Do you work with children? Do you work with kids this age, or you know what I mean? Like, do you kind of help direct them in the path where they should go? Because a lot of kids don't. And again, I'm not being funny. We just having a conversation. I'm not being funny. A lot of kids don't have people to help them to help direct them in the path where they should go. They need that help. Some kids don't have
Listen,
it.
listen. We're helping with 20-year-old. That's a proposition that's up in the air on how that kid take it. You can get a kid out direction you want, unless you're not their direct parent. It's an option up to them if they're going to listen or not listen. All you can do is provide information. I've
Okay,
done that several times. So
but I'm asking you, what do you do personally to help with
I just
that?
told you. Yeah, I just told you. I help people that I know personally. Their
No,
kids that live on my
in the
street. Yeah.
general public. You personally, that ain't gonna help the general public.
What do you mean? If I'm talking to kids in my community and it's encouraging them to do certain things in the community, that's helping them. What do
I
you
mean,
mean?
it's simple math. It's simple math. No kid, unless they get a high paying job or like Mel was talking about legacies or get grandfathered in because they got a job waiting for them, is gonna have enough money to buy a house at 18 years old. I mean, we're just
That
being
ain't
real.
true.
Like
No, I'm
Pittsburgh,
not saying
it took
18.
us a
I didn't say
while. It
18.
took us a while to
Scholar.
buy. It took us
Why it
moving
took
up
you
in
so
our
long?
respective careers. It took a bunch of stuff for us to get to a place to buy homes. And by the time that they're at that place, bro, I'm telling you, if they work right out of school or work during school or whatever, McDonald's, Chuck E. Cheese, it don't fucking matter. They're not gonna have enough money to have a
If
good
they
down payment on
save
that house.
money, scholar. If
Pittsburgh
they
T,
save money
they
and don't
can't
fuck
keep
up their
pace.
credit,
It's
they
simple
will.
math. It's
It's
simple
not
math,
true,
Pittsburgh T.
scholar.
They
It's
can
not
save
true, bro.
100%, and then in 5 years, that house has gone up $100,000.
It don't matter how much the house go up, Scarlett. See, you. That's the thing with y'all. See, look, listen. If when I
18
get
year
ready
olds
to
don't
buy
even
a house,
have credit.
listen, it don't matter what the house is. When everybody goes to buy a house, majority of people, what they tell you, I'm trying to fix my credit. I'm fixing something I fucked up. I'm trying to fix this so I can buy this house. Irregardless of down payment, whatever the fuck the house is, whatever you might think it is, the biggest barrier when that person finally makes some money, they make over the 100,000, 200, whatever they make, they got to fix their credit. So a child that stays at home that's actually being guided, is being told to save their money, get credit, and build your credit, and not fuck up your credit, is in a better spot than this magical person that you're talking about. Because all of us, I'll say the majority of us, when we buy a house, we gotta fix our credit. So why are we fixing our credit? Because we fucked up when we were 20s. That's what happened, and we let it go.
But wait a minute. But most 18-year-olds don't even have credit. They just turned 18. They don't even have a credit history. So they can't even get they can't even attain credit because they don't have enough credit history. Sometimes it's not even about fucking up your credit. Sometimes it's not even about having enough credit history.
And then they do manual underwriting to make sure you can afford the house. You might not even have the income.
No, it's not.
No, you have to have credit. You have to have credit. You have to have credit. That ain't true. You got to have credit.
Again, when I went to college, them credit card people, them banks came to our school. They came there, signed us all up. Everybody was signing up. Everybody was getting denied. Everybody was getting denied because they had no credit history. What are you talking about?
You're going to get within 5 years. So 18, we talked about 5-year plan, this child saving money. So in 5 years, you're going to get a credit card. Right? Within 5 years, like you're not going to start off with credit.
What you getting a credit card for? You ain't even got a job.
Hold on. Yes, you are. You're working. We talked about a child working at 18 at McDonald's. That's the scenario we gave. So if this child is working at 18, in 5 years, he's going to get a credit card. There's no way he's not getting a credit card.
I didn't say he wasn't, but again, how much credit you going to get off of McDonald's paycheck?
It don't matter. Having credit, establishing credit, and showing that you have a constant payment history is better than not having anything. We all know this. You know this.
All right, Pittsburgh T, respectfully. How many 18-year-olds have that mindset to have a 5-year plan? How many 18-year-olds do you know have a 5-year plan? Let's start.
So we shouldn't try. So we should just not do nothing.
No, I didn't say don't try. I said I didn't say don't try. I said how many do we know?
And it's Pittsburgh T.
What you doing
parenting.
Right now? That's what I'm saying. It's parenting.
No, this parenting don't over Trump math. Pittsburgh T. Okay. So when you go to buy your house, they do manual underwriting. This is why you need a job with 2-year history, right? And then they look at how much you make. You're not going to be able to buy a $300,000 house, Pittsburgh T, no matter what your down payment is.
Exactly.
Working at McDonald's, bro. Like, Pittsburgh T, what you're saying
that kid ain't going, but the kid ain't
plan. What are you talking about?
But the kid starting out working at McDonald's should not still be working at McDonald's. Who works at McDonald's for 5 years?
Now
I gave the example of the kid.
Somebody that worked at McDonald's for 30 years. That's the manager.
Whatever they start out at McDonald's, eventually they're going to get a county job. They're going to be a firefighter, paramedic, whatever the fuck they end up doing. They're actually going to get a credit
You watch too many movies.
Oh my God! Yeah,
so 20-years ain't getting jobs now. 20. So no 20-years ain't. So y'all act like ain't no 20-years got jobs. We should just give up. We should just give up because can't no 20-years work at the garbage man. They can't work at the post office. They can't do anything according to y'all. They should just give up.
No, Pittsburgh. No, that's not what we're saying. Pittsburgh, you're not being realistic. You're not being realistic. Respectfully, you're not being realistic. I'm not. And again, I'm all for your plan. I promise you, I'm all for your plan. I want an 18-year-old to thrive. I want them to have a plan and go forward and plan going forward. Most 18-year-olds, you be like, what you want to do with life? What you want to do in your future? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Their answer is, I don't know. We gotta be realistic.
But why is it? I don't know. So the parents didn't do a good job of parenting.
No, that's not
what they're saying. That is.
No. That's not how that goes.
What do you mean?
That's not how that goes. Because first off, my plans don't have to be my kids' plan.
Yes, they do. If they didn't pick a plan by 17, if your kid ain't picked the plan, you just gonna let them just go out there with nothing.
Where Where are you from? You from the Midwest or the South?
I'm from everywhere. I started off in Pittsburgh. I lived in Alabama before. I lived in Georgia before. And now I live in Florida. I live from everywhere.
Oh, so
But
you work from Pillar.
my
Got you.
kids,
So you a country
my
boy.
kids, my kids, my kids that didn't have no plan, I had a plan for them.
No,
Like they
and
gonna have a
again, every
plan.
kid don't follow everybody plan.
It don't matter. You gotta have a
Yes, it
plan.
does
Like
matter.
so the kids won't follow their own fucking plan. So because they
And
don't follow it,
they
don't have
damn sure
one.
won't follow their parents' plan.
But they gotta have a plan. You can't not have a plan and say I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
If
okay,
they
hold
work
on,
on the
hold
plan,
on.
they
Wait,
don't
okay,
know.
let me
We
ask you
know they
this.
ain't gonna do that one.
Then let me ask you this, Pittsburgh T. What if they have a plan and plans fall through and it don't work out? What then?
They get themselves up and keep make another plan. That's part of life. You can't not have a
that ain't how that
plan.
go. Nope, that
so
ain't how.
so
What do you
so there
mean?
was a
So
so
who
there was
makes
a
a plan and works out perfect? Who
so
makes a
hold on.
plan and works out
There was
perfect?
a
Who's the
time
person?
the other time when whenever Bill Clinton was president and him and his wife started like doing affordable homes, and the predatory lending people started lending homes to people that worked at McDonald's, right? And they couldn't afford their homes, and that's why we had the bubble burst with the housing market, Pittsburgh T. Because math is going to be math, whether you believe in it or not, right? And you could only pay so much, and you have to have something that you live off of. 100% of your income cannot be going to pay your mortgage. It's not feasible, right? So this idea, it sounds good in principle, and it sounds like but it's just not mathematically possible, Pittsburgh T, for an 18-year-old, no matter how long they stay with you, to be ready to buy a house in 5 years.
Okay, let's say 10 years, scholar. Even 10 years. Even if they don't buy it in 5, they buy it in 10. They still save money, bro. Like y'all getting caught up in stuff that kids aren't doing and parents ain't doing. Even if they don't do it in 5 and you say it's too fast, cool, I agree with you, it's too fast. They do it in 10, the same thing. Opposing them being kicked out the house and them saving money, and whichever way y'all want to propose it, it's still better. It don't matter how they do it and where they work at and all that. They're going to progress. They're not going to work at the same job for 10 years, more than likely. It's probably not going to happen. They jump out of high school and get this career job. It's probably not going to happen. They're going to have to progress at certain places, or they're going to have to transfer jobs, move jobs, all kind of stuff.
No,
Okay, well, okay. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Okay, so then they stay there 10 years. See, and this is why, Pittsburgh T, you disagree with me on one of these episodes about education. You're like, nobody cares about your education. Well, that's how you elevate, right? You elevate yourself through education, right? If you pick something good, or you know what I mean. Sometimes people start with a career, and then it might not be for them, and they within 10 years they'll know what they want to do to make this bread, chase this bag, or whatever the case may be, right? So within 10 years they come out. Let's say they chose to go be a firefighter or whatever, the phlebotomist. Well, I don't know, whatever, right? And they have their career, and their career is paying a lot. Travel nurse. Would it be wise for a travel nurse to buy a home or have a mortgage when she could
Yes,
travel? Why?
absolutely.
Her
Yes,
job is
yes,
travel. She could travel
yes,
all over the world.
absolutely.
She could travel
Scholar,
all over the world, never have to pay a mortgage, and pocket a lot of her money.
scholar, you listen. You got a couple buckets that lead you into financial independence as you get older. One of them is property. The next one would be businesses, and the other one would be stocks, investments, or what they would say retirement. Those are your buckets. If you don't put your hands in your buckets, whatever you got today, the dollar you got today ain't worth a whole lot. We all can attest to this and point to tons of examples of this. But I think like we missing the forest. The guided part is what I was saying is that the kids staying at that house. If it take them 5 years, it take them 10, whatever it take that child not leaving that house and actually saving their money and not going out there getting rent, that child is going to be better. I think the mindset that we have that we're kicking kids out at 18 and just saying you grown, you got to get out. I think that's all wrong. Not saying none of us are doing it, but we all know the people who are doing this thing. And that thing is wrong. That's a horrible way to be sending kids out there ill-equipped just to go out there in the world.
Ill-equipped and unprepared. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. In addition to your point, or I just want to add on to it, I feel as though the parents that are doing that are ill-equipped themselves. Because again, like I said, I'm not being funny. I feel as though the Quaker Oats families, they're setting their kids up for financial freedom. They're teaching them how to invest. They're teaching them how to move their money, make that money work for them. The Elon Musk, the Jeff Bezos family. I feel like they're you know what I mean, they're well equipped to pass that knowledge on to their children. People that are not knowledgeable, they can't pass that knowledge on to those kids. So the only thing they do know is, nigga, get out, go get a job, get out. That's all they know. So I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying maybe that's probably the justification for it.
Yo, as a dude who used to run interference as a kid, I see what you did, Pittsburgh T. And let me get right back on this. If you walk into a party or you hang around a whole bunch of white people, do not trust yourself with them. Like, don't feel comfortable around them. I don't care what your age is. A whole bunch of white people, the ratio is off. Especially if you're from the South, there's history books of how this stuff ends up. And this is what happened to this boy. He trusted. Listen, I don't know a lot about him, Pittsburgh T. This is complete speculation, but I'd imagine that his parents are more liberal minded. I imagine that they think everything is not about race, even though they're from the South, and even though, like, you can't do anything in the world without letting people know what your race is, right? And he went over there and he was comfortable around them, and they had the worst intentions for him. If you look at this story, no matter how you slice it of what happened, right, it still was the black person that was unalive. Not one of them had the guilt or morality to be like, this is wrong, I'm gonna tell, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. Whatever the case may be, they all unified around with the lie, lawyered up, and did all this other stuff, because this is some stuff you see in movies. It was premeditated. It was premeditated. That trip to wherever they went to, they were gonna unalive that boy. They had been planning this. This is why it doesn't look like something that was spurred a moment. Like they don't look like, to me, like they scrambling and scraping for anything. Even them coming back and lawyering up.
Yeah. They got they got the story straight already. How you got the story straight already? When you nervous and under the gun and under pressure, you just like, oh, okay, what we saying? What's the what we saying? What we saying now? Well, say it again. Tell me again. Like, nobody's nervous. Everybody calm, cool, collected. Everybody lawyered up. Everybody knew what to
And
do.
on top of that,
Everybody had their response already.
one of the boys' mother is a judge, and she went to Facebook.
Yup. And put a post up. Mm-hmm.
It made a
Mm-hmm.
statement, and everybody disabled their social media account. All of them.
Yup.
Because someone put all
Yeah.
their names out, and all of them disabled their social
When did
media
this
account.
happen?
In like the
When
last 2
exactly did
days.
this happen?
The last 2 days, everybody disabled their social media. Even the judge, one of the boys' mother.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying, when this happen, AP? This week that this happened, or it's happened before? Like, when did that event actually
It was
happen?
like 2 days ago. like,
July 4th. July 4th.
okay. Over the weekend.
Over the weekend, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he went. They went out. They went out to celebrate the 4th, and he didn't come back.
And
then
none of them, I like
he was
that's how I
missing for
know
like
they're
2
guilty,
days.
because like you come back and the parents like, we're looking for our child, and nobody says anything. And once his body is found, everybody starts getting lawyers. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it makes sense to me, but it shouldn't make any sense to anybody else.
Man, that's some stuff you see in movies, man. Like,
That part.
I would
That
never, like Mel said, I've never been in a situation like that. But if I walked into a place and it was all white people and I was the focal point, I would know they was up to no good. I would know they was plotting against me. Even if they wasn't, my instincts would tell me they was.
Right.
I would move around.
Even if your kid want to hang out with them, and I'm not being funny, and I'm not trying to spread any racist rhetoric or anti this or anti that, but again, I'm talking about discernment. I'm talking about people that are not for you. Forget color. This is your life.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about color at this point. I'm talking about somebody that don't mean you no good, don't have your best interests at heart. I'm talking about somebody that's really out to get you. No, you're not going with them. I don't know them like that. This ain't what we doing. That boy, he went out with them July 4th on Saturday. They didn't find that boy body, I believe, till Monday. He was out there missing. He floated ashore 2 days later, and again he had marks and bruises on him. And another boat that was docked next to them saw that there was an altercation and saw that they had a physical altercation, and they did not want to release that body to them parents.
How do you go on a vacation with someone?
Sad.
It's time to come back, and you're like, "Yo, somebody's missing."
And you don't even, no, and you don't. And again,
you don't call the cops like, "Yo, this guy came with us."
Come on. Don't boats have like, even if you don't have a phone, don't boats got like a CB system or something? Got like a radio or something?
No. When you get past a certain amount of miles out there, like usually, I'm in South Florida, so everybody got a boat down here. Well, once you get past it, probably 5 miles out, your cell phone no longer works. There ain't no towers that's gonna work out there. When you actually get out of the bay. So you go from where you dock the boat to what they call the bay, which is the part before you get to the ocean. By the time you hit the ocean, you probably ain't got much signal out there. And then that radio you're talking about, that has a distance on it too. I'm not sure if somebody can look it up. I want to say it's like it's only so many hundreds of yards that it's going to go within the area. It's not going to go forever. Like it's regular radio signals.
Ain't no break, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's no breaker 19 where you could like call the
somebody got to be around you though. Yeah, but somebody got to be able to pick up that signal. So it depends on where you're at. So if you're in a well-populated area where it's a bunch of boats, then you hit the radio. Yeah, somebody gonna hear you. But if you're not, and there's nobody around for so many, then nobody's gonna hear it. You get what I mean? Depends on where you at. I don't know where they were. Where? No idea. Those radios they're not like cell phones where they could just go from out there in the ocean to the inlet. They don't work like that unless you got a satellite phone.
Sounds to me like premeditated to me. That's all I heard. Premeditated.
I mean, but we'll see. It's still early. They got a lot of details. I think all that come out, bro.
Why we gotta wait to see Pittsburgh T? When it came to Carmelo Anthony, you already knew he was guilty.
I didn't say that. Well, that was different because we knew the boy Jug, the other boy.
And we know that when we came back, one didn't come back and he was unalive, and the rest of them ain't made no statements. They ain't really gave a damn. So it's safe to say that
it's probably no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying nobody's innocent. I'm saying we'll see what happened. It could just be one of them that did it. It could be two of them. It could be all of them. I don't know.
No, but them keeping it secret is still
it's still conspiracy. Yeah, it's still conspiracy.
Yeah, they still got to do autopsies and all that other stuff.
Even the ones that didn't even participate or may not even have laid a hand on him. If you had any knowledge and you didn't report it and you ain't say nothing, they told you to be quiet, then I feel like they all should go down. But it's Horn Island in Mississippi. So I just wanted to let y'all know it's Horn Island that his body was found on like out, on the coast of Horn Island.
That's crazy.
We'll see though. We'll see what happens with it because I'm interested to see what they come up with doing autopsies and all the other stuff that they do. Who knows? Let's shake it out.
They did that shit. They did that shit. They ain't gotta wait to see. They did that shit.
And again, I find it interesting, and I find it, I don't know, it's weird. Well, I don't know, weird or what. Y'all can help me out with the wording, but it's, to me, it's like, okay, Ben Crump jumped on this case, and again, I'm like, do you see dollar signs? Do you see clout? Do you see notoriety, popularity?
I don't understand black folks' obsession with this guy, man.
Hold on, AP, hold on. Let me pause you right there. So there was a time I used to listen to Ben Crump talk, and I'm like, bro, how does dude win the cases? He don't even sound like he had like a country twang. He sounded like Shannon Sharp. When I looked into his track record, his team, the reason why people go with Ben Crump is because civilly he get people paid. So that's why.
Those settlements, those are civil settlements. They're not. They have nothing to do with the justification.
Right.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the criminal cases. Nothing.
He's not even helping these people get justice.
Hold on. We can't act like we don't view it's not something that repairs anything, but we view people getting locked up and people being compensated as justice, as some form of
No, no,
justice.
no. But I'm saying that's got nothing to
Right,
do with
Scholar.
the what we talking about, the criminal stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with
Right.
No,
this.
but
Like if
so
they,
this is what I'm
if they,
saying. In my research,
like
that I went, it made sense to me. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Ben Crump is no, make no mistake about it. He's a lawyer. We know lawyers. They
Right.
defend
They
crimes they know
ambulance
are
chasers.
guilty.
They ambulance
Yeah,
chasers.
they coming for money. They trying to
Yeah.
get paid. So
Yeah.
Ben Crump just trying to
bro,
get paid.
Right. But this,
Scholar, I
but
ain't
this,
got listen, Scholar, I ain't got no problem with it, but it's not gonna help the criminal part of it. Like I think
right,
he get far too much part of attention
right,
because it's
right,
much like that's not gonna like
right,
first of all figuring out who did it, pursuing like that's none of that stuff. That's what we're not none of us are interested in that part. The family
right,
go after that, more likely they're gonna get a settlement. Good for them. That ain't got nothing
right.
to do with what we talking about. And that's what Ben Crump does. And he's good at that because he gets a lot of settlements. Good for him.
Right.
That's great.
I look
Right.
at it like this,
Fantastic. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Because
No, no,
according to Tamir Wright's mother, he didn't help her at all.
well, I look.
Tamir Wright's mother did an interview, and she had some words to say about him as well.
That might be true, but I look at it like this. You know, one thing that I hate seeing in the black community or any community, Mexicans people do this too. I don't know enough white people to say if they do it as well. They probably do. But when somebody pass away, they sell in plates because life insurance don't cost that much. But make no mistake about it. You know, they make money off you coming into this world, the hospitals, and they gonna make money off your death. You know what I mean? Even if you get your ashes burned, scattered, whatever the case may be, like it's business, right? And she has to bury your child, and that's hard, right? And her mind might not even be in the right place. So, I mean, she should be compensated money wise, in my opinion. That is a form of justice
No,
to me.
but nobody said that, Scholar. What we saying is that ain't got nothing to do with us figuring out and the person who did it being prosecuted. Because a lot of those, first of all, if the settlements are undisclosed, nobody knows the actual amounts of any of these damn settlements. And it seems like they're signing NDAs because the people who are part of it aren't saying anything. So whatever's happening, it's not even coming out. So it's not even it has nothing to do with persecution of the person who did it. It's not even going to trial, so there's no evidence being marched out, and it's a settlement, so it's an agreement. And a lot of times it's these city things, so a lot of it is settlements with insurance companies that they're just selling up an amount with Trump, and then they're paying it out. I mean, good for him that he's doing that, and the families are getting paid, but that ain't got nothing to do with people going to jail, people paying the actual cost of this thing, which is some time, or if not getting unalive in one of them penalties where they put them in that chair and strap them down.
But
Like
that's
ain't
not his
none of that
job,
happening.
though. That's not his job. I didn't see
But
Ben
that's
Crump
why we
like,
not.
oh,
But that's why.
Ben Crump
But
is
that's why we not.
he's not an
But
investigator or a police officer.
Scholar. But that's why he unimportant in this. That's what I'm telling you. That's why people mark him off as being unimportant because
Yeah,
nobody
but
cares about that.
I think Ben Crump is shooting his shot at getting paid, which is what
Good
lawyers
for
do.
him.
But
Yeah, good for
let me,
him. Good
may
for
I,
him.
may I shot this? Why y'all think Ben Crump don't jump on? I mean, when it comes to an unalignment of any black child or any injustice to a black, you know what I mean, an unarmed black person. Like, why is he not jumping out the window for Carmelo Anthony? Why didn't he jump out the window?
I thought
And
he did.
did he jump out the window for Carmelo
I thought he
Anthony?
did. I could have swore. Yeah, I think he did.
Why?
I think he did.
But why?
I-
But what?
no,
But Carmelo Anthony ain't innocent though. He was found like that's a whole different case. That ain't even remotely close
Oh
to
my
this, bro. That
god!
dude,
I ain't mean to
yeah,
open
but
up that
that
can of
dude,
worms. Wait a minute,
yeah,
hold on.
that ain't
Man,
But,
even.
oh wait, no,
Nah,
I just wait, hold on. I didn't know he
go
did
ahead.
that. Don't please, because I don't want you to go. I don't want that to go into another rabbit hole.
Carmelo
But no,
Anthony is innocent. He's
but
innocent. He ain't do nothing.
So, but that ain't what the court said, and the
I
jury
don't give
said
a
that
damn
he
what
in
the
jail
court. Hey,
right now.
the courts also
He in
said
jail
Emmett Till
right
did it.
now.
Hey, courts.
Whatever, he in jail.
Courts.
He
Hey,
in jail right now,
Hey,
and he
I'm
admitted
positive.
to it.
I'm positive. What's that boy name? I always forget it. The one that they executed, and he was so small they had to put Bibles up under him.
I forgot the kid name, but they didn't have no
Me and
confession. That
Adrian
kid
talk
didn't
about this
confess.
dude all the time. I keep
I
forgetting his
know you're
name.
talking about
I think
Scholar,
it's
but he didn't.
Fred.
Scholar, he didn't confess. This child went to the police on tape and said, it ain't no question." He confessed on a body cam video, bro. This ain't no made up stuff. This
Yeah,
ain't the
no,
same
on the
thing.
body cam, he said, I didn't mean to hurt him. Is he okay? And he said they came at me. That's what he said on the body cam. He didn't say,
No,
yeah,
he ain't say
he
no
had it
they. No,
coming.
he said he can't. No, he said he can't. He ain't say no they. He said
Yo,
he.
Pittsburgh T, you lucky
Singular.
I've been working. Because when they released that video, I was gonna show that video and show how they surrounded Carmelo Anthony.
Man, ain't
You know,
nobody surround that
Right.
boy. So how you get up out
No,
of there,
nah,
man.
then?
don't
Come
do
on,
that.
stop
Nah,
it,
don't
man.
do that.
Stop
Yes,
it,
they
man.
did. There's new video
They did
footage
not.
out. Don't
They
do
did
that.
not surround that
Okay,
boy, man.
I'm not.
Stop it.
I ain't gonna
And
get triggered.
if
You
they
ain't gonna
did
trigger me
surround him,
after
and if they did, he should have fought his way out of there like every other boy that fight their way out of here. This
Okay,
wimp
never mind.
behavior with carrying blades and poking people, that's not what young boys supposed to do. They get jumped, they jump other boys, they get jumped on. That's part of it. I don't get this thing we trying to do.
Okay.
Boys
Kids ain't
will be
supposed to be
boys.
taking
Okay,
knives to
I'm a.
school.
Unless they go to Mississippi on the trip, huh, Pittsburgh T?
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
they ain't
But
supposed to.
oh God, Pittsburgh team. Oh my God, you are losing me. But look, I gotta but Jesus help us all. But I gotta okay, we gonna put Carmelo Anthony to the side for a second. We gonna pause that. What about young Cyrus Belton, that was unalive by that Chinese store clerk? What about that? Why you think Ben Crump didn't
He
help
should have
that?
been. He should have been prosecuted.
What did he do wrong?
Who?
What did Cyrus do wrong
Why?
to get chased down for not even stealing a bottle of water out that store?
He didn't do nothing wrong. He didn't do nothing. That boy didn't do nothing wrong. That's a different situation. That boy
Okay,
didn't do nothing wrong. And
so what?
remember that case too, they had black jurors on the case that are even more
No, they
egregious because them niggas found them. Yes, they did. They had
no,
black jurors on that
no, they
trial
did
and
not.
found them
Not
out guilty. On the Chinese man, on the man who chased
on
him down
Chinese
with his son, yes, they
What is-
did.
Hold on, I gotta check that out. I don't believe they
Yeah,
did.
they did.
That
They
wouldn't
did.
surprise me if they did, Mel. Like I said,
They did.
black
That's
people.
South Carolina, so that's
Listen,
different.
the whole reason we even having a young Miami, morality debate is because
Mm-hmm.
black people are expected to be perfect. And
Mm-hmm.
anytime that we're not, black people will beat white people to racing to get us in the court of public opinion. And then
Right,
anytime it's something that's black and white, we gotta hesitate. Oh man, come on, we gotta look at the facts. Listen,
right.
anybody who look at this situation and don't see it exactly what it is, man, that's insane. It's George Steiny is the name. Thank you, Irby. That is George Steiny was a little boy. And I think they accused him too of whistling a white woman or doing something to a white, just crazy stuff. But yeah, man, listen.
They accused him of unaliving two white girls, little white
There,
girls.
all pause. I was asking you a question a while ago. You over there looking at that booties, man. You got to stay focused, bro.
Nah, he was investigating. He had to look it up. Yeah, he was investigating some stuff.
I was going through some music on my headphones, so I didn't want to disrupt it.
Yeah.
We need you to focus,
remember-
man. Log off to OnlyFans, all positive.
Hey, remember, he run the research department.
I ain't been on the night. Trust me. I only looked at two.
Yeah,
two.
Hey, don't worry about that, all positive. He run the research department. Don't let that brother shame you. You do a good work out here, all positive. We need you to keep doing that work.
Yo, all positive. You a historian. When was the first lynching case where like the government actually went after somebody?
I don't even know.
I want to say it was the 90s. I want to say it was the 90s. I want to say it was Butch.
Well, right, because I know it wasn't.
It was 94.
I know it wasn't in no
60s.
You
talking about what? The first what? The first what you asked? The first
When the
lynching?
government ever went after somebody for lynching.
Yeah, 'cause I know it wasn't no 60s.
That's a long time. I don't even think they had but one or two of them cases. It wasn't many of them cases. I want to say it was the 80s. It had to be the 80s, right?
The definition of lynching is not just hanging somebody from a tree. Lynching, it could be like a lynch mob is someone that basically beats someone up or unalive someone in public. So lynching is not necessary. It's not just cut and dry hanging someone from a tree. That's a form of lynching. Lynching is many things. There's many things, many ways of unaliving a person. Hate crimes. But we can't get a hate crime bill. Asians got it.
Nah, that's a whole different thing. All positive. Don't start that. And then they're gonna tell you that they couldn't do it. They working on stuff that's real important. They're gonna get to y'all, but they can't get to it right now. We'll get to it sooner or later.
This is why I don't do the whole Democrats Republican thing.
Republican, it's the same thing, bro.
Somebody made a post. Somebody made a post online, And this is what they said. It's not my fault. I'm not taking credit for this. But someone said it's like Republicans are racist. They're publicly racist, but secretly gay. And Democrats are publicly gay and secretly racist. Like that makes perfect sense.
Man, we not for to do this. We not for to do this.
Well, I'm not a fan of either side. Like,
Hold on. We not for to do this. APN. Like I was going like I had a little bit of time to prepare for the episode, but I was going to show the dude who was boycotting the BET Awards and talking about raise your children and do all this other stuff. What's good, Mosaic? I was going to show that shit, but like it's like one party said you ain't got to be afraid to be white no more. One party has emboldened white people to do all these crazy things and go around and be really, really bold being racist. And that ain't the Democrats. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
I say about these blue.
Yeah, it was. It was both of them, Scholar. See, that's the other thing. We had like one side is so great, bro. Both of them did some crazy stuff to black people.
Well, let me ask you, which party do the KKK endorse right now?
Well, look, I'm just saying.
But that's changed through the years, Scholar.
No.
That's changed through the years.
Right now. Right now, who do the KKK love?
We know the Republicans are racist. Like I said,
they love the Republicans right now, as it currently sits right now.
But the thing is, what the Democrats will do, they will smile in your face and they will create laws that'll keep you locked up, and laws that somewhat they try to affect black people. You know what I'm saying? Jim Crow Joe with him and Clinton with this crime bill thing. This wasn't Republican; these are Democrats.
And guess what? Out of the crimes bill, you know who was it? You know about the Central Park Five. You know who was tough on crime too. It wasn't
1902. I got it, scholars. 1902, Indiana. That's where they convicted the first person of lynching in Indiana.
No, but see, there was two different cases. So it was like one that was statewide where they punished them, and it was one where the actual government stepped in and said, "Hey, this is a hate crime." I want to say that was under Bush. I want to say I might be wrong because I remember it was one in Jasper. I think Jasper, Texas, was the first one. Was
you talking about was James Burton?
Yeah, but they did it.
Yes.
Yeah, but they had it. But look, this is what they got. They got a bunch of indictments, but nobody's actually getting convicted. The only time they had a conviction was in 1902 in Indiana. It's not even giving me a name. Let's see if I can find the name of the case. But before that, they had a bunch of indictments where they go to the grand jury to indict somebody, but nobody actually followed through and actually got convicted.
Too many. Oh my God.
Scholar, you there?
I can hear you. Go ahead, sister. I can hear you. He probably looking it up because I was looking it up just now with the lynching thing. He probably looking up that, trying to get more information. Because I did like a quick search. It gave me some broad stuff. Maybe trying to get more details.
Oh, okay.
Of the lynching thing. Because he was trying to figure out the date. And then what I came up with, it didn't even give me no full information. It just gave me that little brief synopsis of things.
Gotcha.
Oh boy.
But APN, you gotta stop that, man. You gotta stop that. We're not gonna do that no more.
No, what?
That brother just telling the truth, though, Scott. We gotta accept the truth. If it's staying, it's staying.
They not.
Well, we're not the same. One group is publicly racist, and the other group
secretly. Yeah, they secretly doing it. They doing the same thing.
Public, the others don't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you. Out of those two, who voted for black people to be treated civilly, just civilly?
The Republicans. The Republicans are the ones that did the civil rights bill. That's what you're doing. That don't mean anything. They did. That's a fact.
LBJ signed, and a lot of the people
who was the president,
who were Dixiecrats that Malcolm X was talking about were mad at that, right?
Yes,
and went and turned into Republicans due to the Southern strategy that Nixon tried to run as a Republican.
Yes.
So we're not going to act like
Do you know why the civil rights bill even got signed? You know why the Democrats backed Martin Luther King? Because they didn't care about Martin Luther King. He was a pawn. They used him. But the reason why they backed Martin Luther King, because Martin Luther King had his movement with the nonviolent movement. But then there's this other movement rising with the NOI and the "we're not going to take your crap" movement. We want to be segregated from you. It's like, okay, they had to get ahead of this. And that's when Martin Luther King got arrested, thrown in jail. And that's when John F. Kennedy went and got him out of jail for the black votes. And that's when I was like, okay, we got to back this guy right here, because we can't have black people joining this NOI movement. That's the only reason they backed Martin Luther King. Malcolm X and the NOI helped.
And what happened to the dude who was a part of the NOI movement?
I mean, well, he left the movement. Malcolm X.
No, but what happened to him? How did it end for him?
The same thing that happened to Martin Luther King.
But I mean, but who? Hold on, there's a difference. There's a difference, because you're making it seem like white people was not scared of him. White people murdered Martin Luther King. Who was Malcolm X murdered by?
It was actually the police, the NYPD, the FBI, and the NOI. All three.
I like how you listed them last, but the NOI, that's important.
No,
That's important. That's an important detail.
It was actually all three, because actually the police department, they were police. That Malcolm X's head of security was in the NYPD. They put him on Malcolm, and then he told a week prior to the assassination, he went back and told his superior, he's like, I've seen it was Gene Roberts. He's like, I've seen the rehearsal for Malcolm X assassination. It was on Sunday, February the 14th, when he saw the rehearsal. He went back and told superiors. And then the next week it happened. And then they had police in the building that day. And in the building that day, the 21st, in the Audubon Ballroom. And And they were actually protecting Hare when he was being attacked by Malcolm's people, because they was gonna
APN. We can't run away with the narrative that Martin Luther King was docile, not dangerous, and Malcolm X was so dangerous, because out of the two, one of them was killed by white people, right? And they disliked.
Really were technically. It was conspired.
But if Martin Luther King was so docile, not a threat, they wouldn't have had him killed. They would have used him.
They had him killed after he started speaking out. But before that, Martin Luther King
he was speaking out his entire life.
Nah, he was speaking out racism. He wasn't speaking out against the main thing. Once he started speaking out against the war, it's like, okay, we got it. And the main thing, the war that was going on, and other things, among other things, that's like, we got to get this guy out of here, because now he's protruding on things that he shouldn't be talking about. That's why.
But it wasn't a Republican. It wasn't like there was a Republican assassination. That ain't how that went. Like, it was a power structure that was against him.
Republicans.
If that's the case, Strom Thurmond, who was known separatist and racist, that was, what's his name? That was your boy Biden's buddy. That was his buddy. Like, and we can look at Hillary Clinton's past. Like, all this stuff is all connected when you get into the power structure. And being a Golden Girl and all them people that was part of that. Like, you start looking at these people in the power structure itself, it doesn't matter about Republican and Democratic when you're in the actual power structure. It's about control, it's about power.
But these bootstraps that they be talking about us to have, there's one party who wants to fund education. There's one party who funds pre-K. There's only one party that does that. The other party says, hang in there. We need to start having this wasteful spending, and then starts giving a bunch of money to Israel. And that is the Republican Party.
But they all give money. But the Democrats give a bunch of gives money. Everybody gives money to Israel, and nobody says Israel no. Nobody told Israel no in 30 years, bro.
Democrats give money to Israel, but they do not say, I'm going to take away from Americans to give to Israel. Republicans
just give them more.
No. Republicans say, I don't want none of these entitlement programs. Let's cut food stamps. Let's cut Medicaid. Let's cut all this stuff for Americans while giving to Israel. That's the difference.
And
it's not a difference, scholar.
It's
not a difference, because
there's a lot of Republican poor white
yes
on food stamps, so they're really hurting their own people as well.
See,
they're not just hurting Democrats.
And when you're talking about that, one particular group you're talking about. Go look at AIPAC and look at, which is their group that gives them money. Democrats and Republicans take money from AIPAC, and not one of them will say nothing against Israel. Not one of them. If anything, they run from the camera when you bring that up. They run. They literally won't say nothing about Israel, and it's been that way for the last 30 something, almost 40 years. That with that APAC stuff, that has nothing to do with it. That's one clear issue that you can say across the board, Democrat, Republican. They're not. No, neither one side is going to go against Israel. Neither one of them.
Exactly. And if you're not going to go against Israel, Pittsburgh T, don't talk about taking from me. That's all I'm saying. Common sense.
But
don't
it
talk about
don't matter.
taking from me. Don't talk about.
I mean, they're going to try.
Listen, entitlement program. Even calling it entitlement programs, they're trying to otherize it, right? While creating a bigger entitlement program from Israel, right? They have free healthcare, and that's a debatable. Like, and which party is talking about affordable or free healthcare? Is it Republicans or Democrats? That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
the Democrats ain't making no affordable healthcare, bro. That's nonsense.
Who talks about it? Who debates it? Who says it's a nonsense?
They're not doing that, Scholar. Just because they're talking about it, they're not. Listen, if you look at what they did for the Affordable Care Act, which that's the best they can come up with, and they're supposed to build off. All they did was take money from the government and give it to the insurance company, and everybody's insurance kept going up. And they just keep fighting over subsidies. They're not even trying to improve the system. They're fighting over subsidies, and they're not trying to improve the system, which is crazy. They're taking money from us and just giving it to the insurance companies. It's insane. They need to fix that system in a real way, not just BS they're doing.
I think y'all got the game fucked up. That's why I say
I don't know about the Obamacare because I never had it because my insurance. I have my insurance, this and that. But I'm just telling you what I was told from people when Obamacare came in. This is what people told me. Like some older people, they told me like when Obamacare came in, like it said their insurance like went up and like they couldn't afford it. I'm gonna tell you what I was told by some senior citizens. I don't know how true it is, but I'm just telling you, and these are black people. They're Democrat.
Hey, you know what I was told by a senior citizen the other day? That Trump is the one true president. I don't even know what that means. It's not like he was talking about God. The one true president, and the gas prices right now are not due to him, it's due to Biden. So you can't trust a lot of things old people say because they're not even.
No, these people, they voted for Obama. They were real big Obama. I'm saying it had nothing to do with them hating Obama or anything, but they was just saying they was complaining about those Obamacare.
But do you think you could have found some people that said that they made out good with Obamacare?
You probably could.
That's how policies work. That's how it's not gonna benefit everybody. It's about the collective though.
But Scholar, insurance prices have historically went up every single year since they've had this. Like this ain't even a question. Forget what them old people saying. It's went up every year because the government didn't put any guardrails on the insurance company to say, if we give you these subsidies, you cannot increase it. That's what should have happened. We should not be giving insurance companies $2, $4, and $5 trillion, and they still increase prices on people. And that's what we're doing essentially. And every year we're scrambling to fight those subsidies for people to afford this stuff. And if they don't get the subsidies, people can't afford it. It shouldn't be like that.
That's why Luigi Mangione went berserkies. Well, you know.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah, you're right. Sister, that's exactly why. It shouldn't be like that.
That's why I say y'all got the game fucked up. Pittsburgh to you and APN. Like pretending like they the same. Democrats and Republicans. Because the people, our predecessors, the people yesteryear understood that white people were racist, right? Because they experienced Jim Crow like on a level that we would never know, right? But they looked at it like, okay, they're both racist, but which policy gonna give me the best chance? Which party is talking the language that I think can help me? And they've been loyal to Democrats. Why though? Why? They passed civil rights.
People.
They passed civil rights. They did.
Right, Republicans passed that, bro. Republicans passed that, and Democrats passed that. Nobody opposed that. It was mostly for Democrats, but the only people that opposed that was the separatists. Every party, both parties agreed. One party had the majority, which pushed it through, which people keep pointing to, and one didn't. The only people that went against that was that separatist group that wanted to separate from the United States. It was real crazy idiots like Strom Thurmond and some other clowns that they didn't want to have that. And that hilariously is Joe Biden's buddy that he went and spoke to at his funeral. So like we can't sit here and separate them out when it's convenient, and now they separate when it's inconvenient. Like we can't do that.
I don't trust any of them. I like nobody. I've always said no one lies more than lawyers, politicians, and women with 2 cell phones. Those are the most lying people in the world.
Why they need 2 cell phones?
Excuse you.
Hold on, let me say this. In the House of
You blacked out.
I don't know. He jumped off.
He blacked out.
Y'all can hear me?
Jumped off.
Yeah,
Now we can hear you. Go ahead. Now you back.
Hold on. Let me know if y'all can still hear me because I'm finna try to pull it
No,
up.
no, we can hear you now. We can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, we can.
Hold on. Shit. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got you.
153
blacked out again.
Jumped out again. Hey, you gonna have to explain this to a woman, 2 cell phones. I need to understand this. You gotta break this down.
We sometimes we
wanna
gotta
know.
keep a secondary device back
Nah,
up.
man, I'm not talking about a professional woman. I'm talking about a non-professional woman. with
A
2 cell
regular
phones.
chick with 2 phones.
Regular
And we
chick with 2
sometimes
cell
we just
phones.
gotta do that.
He's selling something on the side, and I ain't talking about Ken.
Listen, sometimes
Hold
you gotta
on.
change
No,
your
we don't do
phone.
that. We don't do that shaming over here. We promote.
I'm just
Okay.
saying,
So
Ain't
hold on.
nobody gonna shame nobody. You want me to have a 5-year plan to get my house? I gotta sell something on the side to get that house now.
That is hilarious. So look, this
Okay,
what the votes was, Pittsburgh T. 153 Democrats said yes, 91 said no. Right? And this is in the House. And 136 Republicans said yes, 35 said no. In the Senate,
Yeah.
that can't be right. Is that right? Hold on, let me see.
Yeah. That's about right. Yeah. So it's more.
Okay.
It's more.
46
Yeah.
said yes, and 21 said no.
Yeah.
Democrats. And 21 said yes, Republicans, and 6 said no. So you still
Yeah.
have more Democrats that supported on top of the Democratic president that didn't veto and signed it off. So we can go ahead and start running with the Fox News
No.
News facts.
But the ones that are saying no, they're all separatists. Like there were separatists that were, and APN noticed there were separatists that were Democrats and Republicans, where they wanted Jim Crow so bad they wanted to separate their state from the United States because they wanted to continue with that nonsense. So that's what that was. Those were the separatists for the most part, the people that voted no or they sided with them. I mean, you can look up the names and you look up separatists. They're there. That's those folks. I don't even remember what the names is off the top of my head. That's what those clowns were. But on both parties, they mostly voted for it.
Hey, listen, my advice to black people will be this, and this is everything full circle. For the Young Miami stuff, we gotta stop being so hard on each other. Like the stuff that we enjoy, other human beings enjoy too. They just try to make us feel bad about it, right? It ain't no different than what Bernie Mac say in the bucket naked, showing they public heads. When we came over here, they was over here sleeping with kids, and I'm not making this up. They were sleeping with kids. They were doing all these horrible things, but try to convince the world that these Africans was the nasty ones. These Africans was uncivil because they wasn't wearing tops and stuff like that. Like they enjoy breasts as much as the next man, but they shamed us for doing it. It's no different. Like they want to monetize off everything. They're the owners of the hub. The deeper you go into ownership, you see white people up there. They're the owners of OnlyFans, all of that stuff because they enjoy this stuff just as much as us.
Brother, we don't have the OnlyFans, son. Brother. We can't have the OnlyFans standard, brother. Go ahead, brother.
But when we do it, oh my God, everything is up in the roar. Oh my, why y'all doing this? Why y'all talking about this?
Standing for justice. Don't slander OnlyFans.
Don't take the
these jokes, man. Don't take these jokes serious.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Whenever we do it, it's always a problem, man. And black people got to stop jumping to the forefront and putting the other black people on trial because they don't do that to their own. We need to follow suit.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
Again, I definitely can agree to disagree. I just, you know what I'm saying? Again, you know what I'm saying? Even Pittsburgh T, I can agree to disagree. I just I definitely feel it's a different vibe when it comes to us. Where's the Aunt Your Mama family? Because the Quaker Oats family and the Kellogg's family, the General family, they hold their people down. They set their kids up for a different type of future than we do. You know what I mean? Like we just keeping our head above water. But I definitely understand what you're saying, but I feel there's a difference. I honestly do.
Nah, most of us ain't keeping our head above water, sis. So we not. Most of us ain't.
I can agree to disagree. No, I don't think it's the same. No, but I can agree to disagree.
No, but we ain't got to be broke. Now we don't have to be billionaires to be some accountability and have a plan. Hey, PM, we need to get back to this 2 phone thing. I need I'm more
Yeah.
for a friend. This ain't for me. I'm just asking for a friend. Not for me, of course, obviously. But what's up with this two? But these two phones. What's the woman doing with these two phones? What's the other phone for again?
You see a non-professional girl, a woman. I'm not even a non-professional woman. Now, professional women got two phones. Like they got the work phone, they got the regular phone. But when you see a non-professional woman, girl, whatever, and she has two cell phones, you know what time it is. You
No,
already
hold on. What time is it?
you
What
know
time
what
is it?
time it is, man. You
Spin
know what
that shit.
one of those phones is
Spin
for.
that shit.
You know. You know, she got two separate Cash App accounts. All this stuff, man. you know what this stuff is for. I've seen it.
Yo, APN. You know, I came to the realization is this, right? I was watching DJ Academics. You know, DJ Academics always try to boss up Big Act, bro, you know, and all this other stuff. But then when Diddy's girl started flirting at him, winking at him, do all this stuff, he started blushing. I'm like, bro, she better break him.
So that
The next thing you know, they're doing a date, and it's like, bro, that's proof that
real.
that's proof.
I thought it was AI. That picture's
No,
real.
that's a real picture. He did an interview with her and everything.
Oh my God,
that's proof to me that men really do love hoes. They can say whatever they they can say whatever they want. Listen, every rich man got a mistress that's a hoe.
No, Scholar. It's been suckers out here forever, bro. Like we ain't gonna have like all men ain't been the same, bro. They just not. They ain't. It's some rich man that's regular, some ain't. All men ain't built the same. Like that. That's why those women like that they
born
exist.
every minute.
You know that?
Yeah, it's
no. Hold on. Let me be real now. Let me be Pittsburgh T. If you wasn't married and Young Miami jumped in your inbox, you sliding now.
Nah, I want a 20-year-old. If I'm gonna do that, it's not gonna be with no. I don't want no old boss. I want a 20-year-old. So I'm telling you what it is.
They gonna be worse than Young Miami. Are you serious? You crazy,
Lord,
man. You Shannon T is what I'm gonna call you now.
I'm telling you, bro. You asked. I told you the truth. You want me to lie to you? You want me to tell you a lie? It's gonna be a 20-year-old.
Why? Why though? Why though? Because you could mind meld her, manipulate her, and mold her to your shape of what you want to be.
Nah, because 20-year-olds are less combative. They more compliant.
They don't know no better. They don't.
No, but why would they have to know better? Look, I'm a successful man.
Because again, you just said an 18-year-old got to have a 5-year plan. You get her 2 years in her plan.
I said 20-year-old. I didn't say she was 20. I mean 20 years at 20. She's 20 something. Let me clarify. Not she's exactly 20. Okay. Right? So let me clarify that. I don't mean she's exactly 20. That's kind of crazy. That means she just graduated high school.
Got you. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, 20-something-year-old is gonna be less combative. She's gonna be more compliant. It ain't gonna be this. I ain't got to fight with all your trauma from your baby daddies and whatever else you had going on. And I ain't got to worry about that. And you can probably catch one without a kid if you wanted to. And that's the other thing. I don't want to deal with nobody. I'm not helping nobody raise nobody kids. I'm not doing that shit. Ain't never happened.
Again, I 20-something. They still well into their 5-year plan.
Nah, man,
that's fine. That's fine.
You gonna help them with their 5-year plan?
Nah.
Yo, that's
no. I'm not nobody that. No, I ain't helping nobody do that.
I ain't nobody daddy. I ain't nobody daddy.
No, that's the difference. See, you talking about a parent. I'm not trying to parent nobody.
I could never, ever in my life date a 20.
Definitely gonna parent a 20-something-year-old. You're gonna parent them. You're definitely gonna parent them.
Hey, I wouldn't even date a 20-year-old when I was 20. Exactly. 20-year-old can't do nothing. That's crazy.
They can't do nothing. They don't even know life. They don't know nothing about life.
Hey, they still wipe it back to front, man. Like, come on, man.
When I was 20,
you are going to be parenting those people.
Pittsburgh, see the hairs down there ain't even start to nap up yet, bro. You ain't even getting the full spin.
Now just say you want a young tenderoni, for the, what I mean, the boobs are still perked up. You know what I'm saying? The ass is still tooted up and they still firm and they ain't got no wrinkles. Say that.
What y'all doing is age discrimination.
Intellect, you ain't getting that intellect.
I ain't say I wanted that. See y'all age discrimination.
You want the body yada yada. Got it. You want the body yada yada.
Yeah, they of age.
That's crazy. I thought you don't like Young Miami is making music for those 20-year-olds, Pittsburgh T.
No, Scarlett, see what you're doing right now, brother. It's called hate. See, I don't know if you know this or not, brother. I'm just gonna let you know. though. This is called hate right here, brother.
Go ahead.
See, brother. Yeah. See, you gotta let a brother be a brother. You can't step in the way of greatness sometimes, brother. You just gotta get on out the way, brother.
Scholar don't say no when he on the highway talking about somewhere. Oh, my skimming.
Yep. He gonna be singing it. Him and the 20-year-old spin that shit. Yep.
Hey,
He
look,
Be singing
all
that shit down the
20-year-olds.
street.
You just said you didn't like that song a lot. He was like, that was the old me. Spin that shit.
Yep,
Spin that shit.
shit. Go spinach. Get your spinach. Eat your spinach. You gonna be eating that spinach. I'll tell you.
Yeah, Pittsburgh T. Nah, brother.
But all 20-year-olds ain't got to have two phones though. So you see y'all missing that
All
too. See,
20-year-olds
you got to have.
two phones, okay? They got
They ain't all got. They ain't got all of them. Ain't got 2 years and
They got
two
3
phones, and all of them ain't playing.
They got
They ain't
3
playing
phones,
spin
4 Facebooks, and 2 IG accounts. I'm telling you
man,
now.
I was thinking though, even when I was 20, man, I didn't because I was so far advanced or above.
That's what I'm telling you. All 20-year-olds don't think the same.
Like, look, man, I looked at nothing but 70s movies growing up. So when I was 20, it was like I was already 35 because I was looking at all these 70s movies that was older than I was. I was born in 77. So I'm like 20 years old, and even then was too young for me when I was 20 years old. So even now, it's like, even at my age now, it's like I'm 65 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that still is way too young, man. I just can't do the young girl.
Well, I mean, look at Scottie Pippen. He got him a 23-year-old. I think that chick 23.
Oh my God.
But look at Scottie Pippen. But look at Scottie Pippen. He's
A lot of them
Scottie
guys-
Pippen's baby mama is sleeping with Michael Jordan's son. That's what happened when you
Yeah,
look at
that's
the
crazy.
20-year-old.
That is crazy.
Well, Michael Jordan. Well, Scottie Pippen, ex-wife. That's an industry chick. That's a whole. She gonna be on one of those type of arms. That's a different thing.
You still down bad if your ex-wife went to your ops to hang out. That's crazy work.
Nah, that ain't bad. That's a dude. Dudes don't care like that.
Nah,
Pittsburgh,
don't
it's
care.
funny to me. Pittsburgh, it's funny to me that you despise the girl that Young Miami is, but you realize young Miami act immature like a 20-year-old. Like
right. Thank you.
like
Nah, 20-year-olds don't like that. No, a lot of 20-years don't act like that, bro.
if you get you a
categorize
20-year-old
all
Pittsburgh team,
20-years.
let me tell you what she gonna be
that
doing.
note.
She gonna be hopping on other peen, bro. She gonna have the peen that trick on her. She gonna have a closet full of peens, and I ain't talking about dildos. Like you gonna be on the list.
Brother. You gotta get that hate out your heart, brother. You need to understand, brother.
Oh Lord, you telling me now Pittsburgh team, your heart of hearts. You telling me you don't think a little piece of bed with all that skin in it, all that music she making right now, that money she making right now, she ain't putting she ain't putting a dime on Diddy books.
I don't know what she doing with that money. I mean, Diddy don't need her money. Yeah, Diddy don't need that money. Diddy got plenty of money. He don't need her money.
It's drying up. It's drying up.
Nah, he got billions, bro. They can't stop Diddy money. He got billions. That's why they won't let him out of jail. That's why they won't give him a bond. Diddy's billionaire, way over, ain't even close.
I don't know.
Yeah, he is. Look it up.
It's in that pause. It's in that they trying to dry him up. Pause.
Nah, they can't dry him up. He got too much money. He don't need that money. He ain't no. Yeah, Diddy got plenty of money. That ain't what that's about. And most women that got money and successful, they ain't paying for their man to do a whole lot of. Them kind of women ain't paying for their man to do nothing. Like even that Meg Thee Stallion when she was with the basketball players, she wasn't running around doing a bunch of things for him. She bought like some trinkets, but she wasn't paying his bills, and that's not what's going on. They don't do that.
Yeah, Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson. Because she ain't got Klay Thompson money.
Nah, but even her being successful, she's not paying no man's bills. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Her being successful, yeah, she ain't.
Right, I'm not saying she paying this, but I'm just saying while Diddy's, locked down on, down bad, a little piece of it, like how he is right now. I'm just saying, you don't think she sending? You don't think Young Miami sending Diddy a little piece, nothing for commissary, nothing?
Nah. Because Diddy ain't. See, remember, Diddy ain't Floyd Mayweather. He ain't going broke. He ain't doing dumb stuff with his money. Like he ain't that. He ain't that.
Diddy out here doing baby oil endorsements. I don't know. He's a little piece of down bad to me. But the point of the story is, I don't know. Diddy might be a little. I don't know. Y'all think Diddy down bad? Y'all think Diddy's so good?
No, man, look, reason why you know he
financially he's fine.
He wrote that $10 million check to Cassie with no problem and then complain. That's how you know he got it. He wasn't even worried about that $10 million. He like, here, take this $10 million.
Well,
Enjoy your
but
weight.
that, I
He
mean,
still
you
got
know,
locked up.
that was the hush money, because
Yeah.
again, that was the hush money before he
But he
went.
still got
went
locked
to
up.
jail. Yeah, he still got. That's what I'm saying. He still got locked up. So yeah, I mean, and I'm just saying, like it seemed like they trying to dry up his money with the when he went to they done took all the agave from him when he went down to Mexico. All the Deleon, they took his endorsements and all that. Now remember that ad revenue and all that, Sean John, all that stuff got stripped away from him.
Yeah, man. But
So he's not gonna get that reoccurring money.
this dude got.
Nah, but he had other assets. He had houses. He had money. Like he was over a billionaire.
Look, his
Young
family.
Miami
Yeah.
the breadwinner
Remember, a
now.
lot of that
He
stuff.
ain't got no money left.
But
Young Miami,
remember, a lot of that stuff.
he making the money for him.
A lot of that stuff
is
is in his
still
mother
living
name, though. A lot of that stuff is in his mother name.
This how you know he's not hurting. His family is still. You don't hear about his family getting evicted.
Nope.
His family's still living large. This is how you know he's still kicking.
Still good.
And you know what? He's good. He's good in prison. He's probably taking care of all them guys in prison that got his back. He's probably running prison right now.
Oh, he taking care of them all right.
Yeah, he good. He good.
Did he in there, Scholar? Did he in there talking about where all my skimming?
Spin that shit. He in there recruiting. He like, hey, boy, when you get out, if you want to shoot a video, you can make things.
Hit me up. Call the record label. Bad boy. Don't stop, won't stop. All that. Bad boy for life.
I mean, but the irony of that, didn't they just have a white party with what's his name? What's the exec guy name? Was it Rick Rubin? One of them dudes. They just had a white party with that dude, and we know what he be doing. And ain't nobody say a mumbling word about that. And all these celebrity rap stars took that behind up there. And when Diddy was on trial, ain't none of them say nothing. They just had a white party. The same stuff. They just did it.
Can y'all explain to me what is a
absolutely? Because you're supposed to be quiet.
What is a white party?
What is a white party? Those are the parties you got to come in all white. They all day, and those are notoriously the parties that started with Diddy. Diddy got that from Rick
That's
Rubin.
where them 21-year-old girls be at Pittsburgh, T.
He got it from there, and then your boy, what's his name, does them too. Jamie Foxx does those too. Michael, well, yeah, he was one of the main ones. Jamie Foxx does them too. Jamie Foxx does them. You don't hear much about him. That was part of the rumorville when he got something happened to him. He disappeared for a little bit, and they tried to act like somebody was doing something to him.
They cloned him and MK Ultra'd him.
Who?
Jamie Foxx. They cloned him and MK Ultra'd him.
I don't know about that.
They ain't the real Jamie Foxx. I don't believe
they ain't fixed his singing. I mean, they ain't fixed his acting. If they did, he still act terrible. They cloned him.
Yo, man, we had this debate already. Man, you know what Pittsburgh T said is a good actor? Ice Cube. Ice Cube could be an emoji. That nigga make the same face in every movie. He always mad.
Wait, Scholar, not angry eyebrows.
Angry eyebrows. That nigga could be an emoji by himself. Everything is man. And did you see that movie he had? What War of the Worlds? Oh my God, that was the worst movie I've ever seen.
That is hilarious.
If the Rocket.
Talking about, and why you gonna talk about Jamie Foxx acting is horrible? Did you ever see Law Abiding Citizen? He is cold red. Are you kidding me?
He had one good movie. Well, he had two good movies. Outside of that, that dude is horrible. I mean, his acting ain't even horrible. Bro. No, you know what? I tell you what, it's terrible. It's Charles Barkley terrible. It's just terrible.
No, what's that other one with him and Tom Cruise? Is that Collateral?
Yeah, Collateral.
Collateral.
He's horrible. No, but the movie his acting was horrible. The movie was good. His acting was horrible.
Cut it out. Don't you do that.
We
know Jamie Foxx over here. Stop that.
He was in there. He had a bad hairpiece on and everything, man. He had one of them his
hairpiece ain't no worse than what's his name? Steve Harvey. His hairpiece ain't no worse than his. Now cut it out.
Y'all talk about them hairpieces because I'm gonna get one in about 20, 30 years when my hair start falling out.
No, let that shit go.
But Steve Harvey can act though. Steve Harvey was a good. He did his thing. He did his thing. Oh, y'all tripping, man.
You gotta be trolling.
Forget it. Now I definitely know you do mushrooms.
hey, look, I just think y'all brothers and sisters. Y'all just don't like to see a brother come up. That's all I came to the conclusion.
Yo,
He said Steve Harvey can't act.
Steve
In
Harvey. What movie? Love Don't Cost a Thing? Because that was awful.
No. Oh, what's the other one? Pump it up. What's the other one with the dancing?
You got served. Hey. You just ain't gonna do that to these boys. You just ain't gonna do that to these boys.
You ain't gonna do that to these boys. Everybody put the work, put your money in this hat right now. My mustache is big and so are my lips. You ain't about to do that to me, goddamn.
You just ain't gonna do that to these boys.
Are you kidding?
This is Ice Cube. They be like, Ice Cube, we need you to cry in this scene. This the face he made. Man, we got a Friday. We got a Friday after that. Like, I could not believe this nigga said Ice Cube is a better actor than Jamie Foxx. Because, you gotta be trolling, bro. You gotta be trolling.
Hey, it's not even close. Look, Ice Cube, you gotta look at it. Look, The Rock got the eyebrow, right? And we don't criticize The Rock for having the eyebrow, but we want to do the black man like this.
But this man is a
hello. The Rock is black. Thank you, kindly. Here, little piece of Samoan. He black.
Nah, he's Samoan. He ain't black. He's Samoan.
I'll never forgive Ice Cube for trying to get them. Ice Cube is responsible for Ebony getting sexually assaulted in Players Club. Man, we got a Friday. We got a Friday after. Ice Cube is a horrible actor. I thought you was trolling when you first told me that.
Jamie Foxx is horrible, bro.
Scholar.
Jamie Foxx is bad.
Scholar, take it. Go back, Scholar. Go back. Yeah.
Shake it off. Yeah. Shake it off. Make it soft. Like Ice Cube. That is crazy. I have never heard. Yo, you know who's a better actor than him, Mel?
Who?
Blake Man.
Nah, Blake Man.
Blake Man serious now. Blake Man serious, dog. Blake Man serious. We need to bring back Blake Man. We need to bring back Blake Man.
What's going on with Brandy?
I haven't checked.
Yo, I sent you that. Yeah, man. I don't know what's that about, yo.
What happened to her? She ain't I ain't heard nothing about her since she ran that person over. She been quiet ever since. She did something else.
But look how Karma coming. Look how Karma coming back for.
I don't know what's
what she did now.
No, I'm just saying, but when she ran that, she didn't run a person over. She got into a car accident that she hit somebody. She rear-ended somebody that resulted in their untimely demise.
I thought she ran like it was a hit and run, right?
Nah, it was on the highway. Nah, it was on the highway.
No, she ran. Okay. She ran. But I mean, I don't even think it's karma because
I thought he said she ran somebody over. She didn't run nobody over.
I had it wrong. Yeah, she hit and run somebody. That's what I was. She hit and run somebody.
Yeah, she hit and ran somebody.
But Bruce Jenner did that, didn't it? Didn't him or one of them Kardashians? They ain't say nothing about that.
Yeah.
Say nothing about that.
Yep.
That happened to him.
Yep, and got away, and then he turned into a whole white woman the next day. Like, ain't that crazy?
Well, I mean, you better watch it because he Woman of the Year one of them years. I mean, it was over there clapping up. Yeah, he Woman of the Year one of them years.
And guess what? I ain't watched the SB since. You ain't gonna lose against a black woman. I refuse.
What is he doing that's special?
Who?
Not at all. Taking all that testosterone, looking like a hot mess, or estrogen, whatever the hell.
Yo, I got a video of All Positive. I don't know if you'd be comfortable with me showing it, but y'all know All Positive is a musician. He's one of the best ever. So I'm gonna show the little video of him performing.
I can be a savage. Just an open up. Say that I can have it. Yeah. Bring me to bring me to bring me. Goddamn.
Yeah, see, I see what the problem is, Scholar. You don't know talent.
Coming in looking for the 20 years old. Win-win.
Scholar, you don't know.
Crazy. That is
Scholar,
crazy.
you don't know talent. See, Scholar, you just don't know. You don't have a talent now, brother. You don't know impeccable talent when you see it, my brother. You just don't have a clue.
That boy was tapping. He was playing instrument when he was into it. And then at the end, when I was laughing at that video, I didn't think he could get any more funny. When he hit the note at the end, I
He
died
just bust
laughing.
out OD, and I thought he was saying green beans. I said, "Is he saying green beans?" I was like, "What is wrong with him?" He was
Yo,
bugging out.
that boy good. I'm positive you
That
good,
boy
man. You
good.
good.
That boy good. That boy good and terrible. He good. That boy good.
Hey, Jamie Foxx. Hey, look here. Jamie Foxx acting had got so bad, it jumped over into the singing where Kanye West had to give him direction. Why he didn't even sing them couple notes. He like, nah,
Man,
don't
if
do
you
it like
don't
this.
stop.
You just going. You can just
That boy
drag
played
Jamie Foxx
Ray.
for the hell of it. You just gonna continue to
Yo,
drag Jamie Foxx because you feel like it.
Ice Cube couldn't even play himself in the movie and make it good. That boy played Ray. That boy played the piano, but that was all him.
That boy
Jamie
and
Foxx is a
blind at the
coach.
same time.
That
That
was
boy was
AI. I'm convinced that was AI. See, y'all ain't gonna trick me, man.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. Either
damn.
scholar. Either they don't know, it don't show.
Don't show
They don't know
or
what the
don't
fuck
kill.
going on with they chicken
Hey,
sheets in the hood. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know.
either they don't know,
It
don't
don't
show,
show.
I don't care what goes on in the hood.
What's going
Like,
on in the
bro,
hood?
that was the best acting you could do, Ice Cube.
That's
Man,
classic, bro. It's a classic
yo,
line, bro.
Dawn, what she
It's a
hit you for?
classic.
What you hit me for? Hey, yo,
Listen,
mama, why you hit me?
Doughboy will forever go down for letting Ricky get got. Okay, I want to hear it.
If we being honest, it was Ice
It's
Cube's
Doughboy
fault.
fault. It was
It was
Doughboy
Ice
fault.
Cube's fault. If he'd have never fought his brother and
Yup.
had Ricky going
Yup,
down there,
and had him and they wouldn't have got because it was Doughboy fault, and that's exactly why he got it like that.
yeah, yeah.
But that was that mama too. That mama was a mess, man.
Nah,
She was so mess,
Don't
man.
blame the mama. Don't blame the
She
mama.
was a
damn,
mess,
Pepper T,
bro.
why you red pill T? He always find
I'm just
the
telling
red
you.
pill out.
I'm just telling
It
you,
was your
bro.
mama fault.
She was in the house, bro. That lady was a mess, bro.
No, that's exactly why Trey said, "Let me out, though." Boy. He said, "Let me out, though. Let me out. Let me out." He was like,
So,
"Let me
so
out."
y'all don't think the mama knew that the boy, the older brother was selling dope?
No,
She
look,
didn't know that.
we had
That's
this
why she beat
conversation
him
before.
up. That's
Hey,
when they
APN,
boy Ricky in the house. She beat him up. She said,
APN, let me know what you think about this, APN. Let me know what you think about this. I always said the real villain in the movie of Boys in the Hood was Ferris. And
Oh my
because
God.
he was hold up, hear me out. You ain't even heard what I gotta say.
No, go ahead, man.
Because he was from the nation, because he was more enlightened, and because he was trying to be a father to his kid, he never tried to mentor the other kids. He was only concerned with Trey.
Actually,
And it's
actually,
like
he was. Actually, they never showed him, but he was.
not the hidden scene. I know what you're talking about. Hey, it didn't make it to the movie. We
Well,
can
no,
only
not
go
only
with
that,
what was.
but you know that was he talked to the kids like they the movies don't show you this, but they give you clues that he actually speaks to people in the neighborhood. Remember they went to Crenshaw, and then Doughboy's like he's like your dad is like Louis like he's like Malcolm Farrakhan.
Yeah.
He's been talking to him, but they just don't listen.
Nah. But you remember also what he said. Them boys ain't got no daddies. You'll see where they end up.
But
He wasn't wrong. Yeah, but
He wasn't trying to
Is he
mentor.
wrong?
Still, yo, and look, we could even speculate that he was hitting Ricky Mama because he said
Probably
people
was.
chance.
Yeah, he
Because he
probably
didn't talk
was.
so much.
Yeah,
Probably was.
yeah, because he
Probably
said
was.
he don't come over here and play cards no more with us. He probably too busy shooting at people. And he said he still got that same girlfriend. You know, look, man. I take clues from all these. Look, I got a New Jack City video coming out. I can't even explain it to you fully. I know somebody probably listening because there's these two white guys in the video. They be stealing my video ideas. The videos I be posting, they be taking my ideas and making their own videos. They did it with my
man.
Hey, that's the beautiful thing about capitalism. Shout out to those white people on positive. Ain't that right, Pittsburgh T? Capitalism, baby.
They Weird Al Yankovic, my boys, man. They trying to hit him with the Weird Al Yankovic. Remember, he made a whole career about
APN be sending me the videos. They be sending it word for word. You know what's crazy? There's a content creator that's a woman that exposes girl for stealing her is a black woman. This non-black woman stealing her video ideas, and this other woman found more videos of her stealing hers too as well. And I'm like, that is so crazy that you would go to somebody's page and steal what they talking about word for word as if they're not gonna find out that you stole
It's
it.
crazy. I don't know why they do that, man. It's a whole lot of YouTube content creators doing that, man. What's my man name? The boxing guy. I ain't got no problem with him, but the boxing, I don't forgot his name. I ain't been on his page in so long. The dude that goes to the WNBA games and the boxing guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Ellie?
Oh, champ side. You talking about champ side?
Yeah, Champ Side, yeah.
Oh,
Well, Champ Side did like this one guy, he did this whole long video about the Black Murderers Row. You know, all these guys. He did this long, did all this research, did this long video about, you know, the Murderers Row and names and everything. So what Champ Side did, he took this dude's video word for word, did another 2-hour video, basically stealing all this dude's information. And everybody's in the comment like, oh my God, man, you did a lot of research. I'm like, man, this man just basically stole this other guy's video.
I love it. I love it. I love that. I love it when a plan comes together. I like a little white theft. You know, the white man taught us how to steal ideas and put them as our own and call it capitalism. I love that. I love it when a plan comes together.
I can't with y'all with the intellectual property thievery.
I love it. Hey, I don't know if y'all knew this, but I got this new saying that I be saying a little bit of piece of bit. Or the little piece of bit. You know,
oh really?
I made it up.
Oh really? Don't do that.
Y'all gotta realize how creative I am because it just came to me spur of the moment.
Don't do
it was
that.
like the ancestors. It was like the ancestors was talking through my soul, you know.
Or was it Mel? That's that little piece of it.
How you know you're not my ancestor? Now I gotta use my reverse white. See, you made everything about you. Everything ain't about you. What about the content?
I'm gonna use my ancestral power and I'm gonna hunt your ass in your sleep.
Now, real shit, Mel. You need to get that shit on the t-shirt. That would be dope.
I am. Somebody, you gotta help me with my telemarketing. You gotta help me with my marketing.
Yeah. You can get you I think our positive told me about this. A print and press where you get you some white tees and just put like a little piece of bit on it. That I promise you.
Hold on, brother. Why they gotta be white? Why the shirts gotta be white, bro?
You're right. You're right about that. You know, we gotta preserve the whiteness. We can't be putting on the white
segregation tees. I cannot.
You're right about that. You're right. But now that's a dope idea. Yo, matter of fact, if you do that, I'll take a picture. I'm gonna take out the head though, because you know y'all sector crazy. I used to show my face on YouTube till we merged with y'all. Y'all got a nigga scared. You know, but I take a picture. And you can post on your community wall with the shirt. Like, you know, like bought your merch and then rocking it.
Okay. I'm for real, Skyler. Don't blame me and then talk about something. I don't even know that lady.
Come on now. You know I'm too solid for that. Scarlett, listen, even the people that don't fuck with me, when they be saying stuff about me, they be painting my character out to be a solid person. They don't even realize it. They'll be like, we had a falling out and you didn't even talk about it for an entire year.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That just means you're not Grammy, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for proving my point. That's what I'll be doing. I really try not to go there with people. I really seriously just try to like let it go, let bygones be bygones. Okay, we agree to disagree. I'm moving on. Then people want attention. It's so weird. Super weird.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I've been talking to my sister Trissy. It's her birthday tomorrow, and I might not do it. But I'm thinking about sparking up the final countdown, the final live, Scholar's side of things, you know, doing it documentary style. I might even sit down like a Netflix documentary, put the little microphone, and be like, you know, this is when I knew. This is when the moment I knew I had to, you know.
Well, do it after. Okay, well, my birthday is next Thursday. So do it that Friday.
Man, I can't keep pushing it back now. You know, a nigga getting kind of old. They took punches now. I can't remember everything.
You gotta save for my birthday to make sure. I have a little piece of celebratory, something to make some commentary on.
I think about it.
You should drop the mic and go work for Umar. That's what you should do. Help him get these youngest right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Umar is proof that people like to hear like beautiful lies, right?
Yeah, that part.
So like if you say something to somebody, it ain't what you say, is how you say it, right? And Umar is proof of that to me, because Umar be saying some shit, I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. Oh, that's true. But then you look at his actions and you're like, well, he couldn't possibly believe that.
He don't do this shit neither. That's what I'm like, what are you doing to help contribute to the black community and to help our advancement? Absolutely nothing. You didn't even build that school yet to help the young black boys.
Hold on,
My
so we
son,
ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna do it. I just,
no, we don't.
graduated from. I graduated from ICDC college,
Child.
and Umar is gonna let me be one of the instructors at his school.
Green me. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about Umar at this point in time. Because no, that's not what we're doing. No, we're not doing that. We're
Yo,
about to
that
get it.
video, that video took me out. That is hilarious.
It
When
is
we,
hilarious. Crazy word. Like, no, Umar is full of crap and had the nerve to talk about Dr. Bryant. That lady would talk about she ain't had no credentials and all that. And
But she
fool, you
don't.
got the credentials and you ain't build no schools. So how much better are you?
you
Yeah,
know
but
what,
neither
you
one
know
of them
what?
ain't no good. She don't got
Listen,
no credentials though. She ain't got no
I
credentials though,
knew,
so
I
she ain't
knew,
right either.
I knew when I heard her speak, right, that she was on some bullshit. But the same thing I know about Umar. Like I could tell when somebody like on some game shit. Like you know what I mean? Like oh, they just talking. Even if they say some true things, you man, if you if you know game, you know game. You can recognize it from anybody, right? I know they was both on some bullshit. Cheyenne was on some bullshit, and so was
Right,
fucking Umar. They both
right.
on some bullshit. But I mean, Umar is trying to say he's better than because at least he went to school, which I can't lie. He kind of do got a point there. But I mean, neither one of y'all are psychologists. Both of y'all are perpetrating this psychologists, and y'all don't have the backing.
Right. And for me, they're playing on the past trauma, on the black community. I mean,
Yep.
and who doesn't
That's
know?
what they
Like,
all
we
do,
could,
man. All these
yeah,
content
right,
creators, man, they all doing the same thing.
right. All we got to do is go automatically go revert back and go default to slavery. Start there, and then what I'm saying, go forward, and then it's like, oh, that's the trauma of the black community. We got you, but what are the answers? What are the solutions? How are we to move forward? How can we unite as a people?
They don't want to move
How
forward.
can we sustain financial power and political power and economic power in this society that wants us to lose, that's designed against us? Like what is that? What is the answer to that?
Hey, Mel, you know when I get into arguments, like the last time I was on Phantom Channel, you know what I should have said? I should have just ended it with this. I should have just did that. You know, that seems to be the play nowadays. When you want to make money and in the black community because they the most nobody comes to defend them. Like when they get exploited, it's just like, hey man, tough luck hanging there, buddy type shit. So, that's why it's normalized to exploit black people. But Umar, Cheyenne, Brian, like you said, they know black people have issues. They know, and then
Right,
they come in, they throw in a couple word, like a couple 3-syllable words you might not be
right,
familiar with, and you be like,
right,
oh, they legit.
right.
They say onomatopoeia. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
that's the way.
That's right. Alliteration for your ass, like, and we on it. Like, and it's like, and again, he throws in a couple of facts, or what I mean. He throws in a couple of what I mean, things that are gonna be thought provoking or with the rhetoric and get us all excited and on his bandwagon. But then it's like you dropped the ball, Umar. He been talking about that school since before my son started high school. My son has already graduated. Like, what are we doing?
Look, man, there's no such thing as a scam artist without a good talk game. All of them can talk good. Like a guy like Ben Crump,
Absolutely.
a guy like Ben Crump wouldn't be he, even though he is a scam artist,
Right.
he does
You're
get,
right.
but he couldn't be on the level of Umar scamming people with Ben Crump because he can't talk. So you got to have a good talk game to be a real big scam artist.
Yeah, and then the circumstances too. Remember, Umar came along when we had that Hidden Colors series, what happened to be really featured when everybody was locked down.
Yeah.
So him being on that Hidden Colors gave him a lot of shine, and he just ran with it from there. Because that whole Dr. Umar thing just went crazy from there. Because he had already started that whole fundraiser for the school. That's when he started getting traction. Then he started going on a breakfast club, going here, doing speaking engagements, this and that. And his defenders only got worse, and they just kept pouring on. But he just happened to be around when people were sitting at home. COVID came, people started getting money for PPE. They started getting all this extra money was flying around. And here he go to collect as much as he can. and just to promise whatever he could. He just had came along at the right time with that craziness because he had been doing that for a while, and even now people still defending him.
My thing about the Hidden Colors, man, I'm not a fan of the Hidden Colors documentaries because I like them, but I'm not a big fan because they're just cliff notes. And what I encounter, I don't know about you guys' areas, but a lot of people in my area was watching the Hidden Colors and they became scholars overnight. I'm like, yo, that's just cliff notes, man. You really got to do your own research. They just point you to the direction. A lot of people, they look at the whole Hidden Colors series and they think they know everything about Black history. I don't know everything about Black history. That's one of my degrees. I don't even know a tenth of everything about Black history, but that's what it is, man. And like you said, a lot of these guys are scam, or like, I'm not gonna say Tariq's a scam artist, but Tariq's a good talker, and he's not everything everyone's making him out to be. And, Sinetta, him and Brother Polite, he's in prison now. You know what he did, and yeah, man, a lot of these guys are just scamming the Black community. Like I said, they take Black trauma and they tell you what you want to hear. And you're like, oh my God, he's on my side. He's gonna get me out of my plight. Like, no, he's not. He's just gonna line his pockets.
I mean, but all of that, dude, we gotta look. The problem with all of this stuff, it be the same thing. No matter what these dudes do and females do, people are gonna defend it no matter what, and they're gonna just call you a hater. That's the constant with this stuff. People been calling out Umar, Jay Morrison. Jay Morrison for years, people knew that what he started and what he presented didn't make no sense. People were fighting, oh, you don't want the Black people to make it. Now he done bankrupt the little fund he had, and them same people quiet, they still defending him. They calling people haters. So I think there has to be a healthy challenge. Whenever you start doing stuff and you say it, people should be able to challenge you, and you should be able to present why what you're doing makes sense.
Right.
Why does it make sense? Because even now, we still got people. We got the Wall Street Trapper, which is another clown. I mean, people arguing me about it. Well, he just trying to break it down. You can't break that down. Like, you can't change terminology to ghetto shit. That ain't how that works. Because you won't even know what you're looking at. You can't watch CNBC with ghetto shit. They don't talk like that on CNBC. You don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, fuck out of here. You can't go into a hospital and be a doctor and be the Wall Street doctor. That ain't gonna work.
Yo, you bleeding crazy, yo. You got wild scabs. Like, you can't talk.
That ain't gonna work.
You ever heard of JT the Bigger Figure? He's a West Coast rapper. You ever heard of him?
Who? The West Coast?
JT the Bigger Figure. You ever heard of him?
Nah.
He's a West Coast rapper. He helped a lot of guys in the independent game. He got his joint on point. He knows his independent game. He's down with Master P, the game. He helped a lot of artists release a lot of independent records because he released a manual about how to do it. So he found a thing that he started doing. Like he was taking trips to Africa, making videos. Then he started selling land in Africa to his followers.
Oh man.
now you
I know how that went. I know how that went.
This guy's moving. I know a scan when I smell it.
I know how that went.
You know how that ended.
Yeah, we know how that go. Africans don't even sell you land like that. I know how that went. Ask Akon how that go.
I know how that went. They all got their land. They all got their land, and they started a little Wakanda. Don't be negative. Y'all hate me.
What is that about? Where's Akon? Was he supposed to be building lights over there or something?
He raised $1 billion to build something that never got built, and the money disappeared, and he ain't nobody saying nothing else about this mysterious $1 billion. That money gold is smoke. He's supposed to be building something in Africa. Ain't nobody find one spot that he built this thing at.
Wow.
Man, he has some AI Instagram posts. That's about it, bro. You ain't seen no electrical nothing. Electrical for his phone outlet. That's about it.
I know hating racism when I hear Pittsburgh T, and that's all you doing to that man.
Oh, hate on that brother that stole that. I mean, he misplaced that $1 billion. I won't say steal. He misplaced the billion. He gonna get it back to y'all. Just give the brother a little time. He working on it.
Wyclef was doing the same thing. Remember when Haiti had the earthquake? Wyclef was like, "Well, I'm about to." He was running for the political office in Haiti, or president, whatever he was running for.
Yeah.
All these funds got misplaced.
He was supposed to be running for president of Haiti,
Yeah.
something else like that. That's why Prize ass is about to serve 15
All them
years. That's
funds
why
got
he done went in
misplaced.
there. Yep, because they was
Tell you,
still
man.
he was stealing the money with Obama and all that.
Yeah, man. It's
So,
like, yo,
But
like all the Fugees were scam artists. You know, Prize,
I
Wyclef.
don't
Whoa,
even mess
whoa,
with they
whoa,
mess with
whoa! That's
Fuji
that's
because
blasphemy. Now, don't put it on all the Fugees.
Man,
Don't
Lauren
you
Hill
do
did
yeah,
that,
show up
brother?
but
for that. You don't
every
even show up for
last
that
one of
show.
them. Every last one, because
Oh,
Lauren Hill don't even show up for that show.
Norman Hill is a scammer
She's a
too.
scam
oh,
artist.
Yes,
hell
she is.
no!
She no, ain't
Nah,
no way.
watch
Ain't no
out,
She
way
don't
I'm
watch
show up for
paying.
that
out,
show.
Ain't no way I'm paying money
watch
for a
out,
ticket to
watch
your show.
out.
Yeah, that part. And you starting your show about 4 hours late. Talk
And I,
about something. I'll
that's
be
if he
right
shows
back.
up.
Yo, Mel, we was in Vegas. We
Bye.
was Mel, we was in Vegas, and my wife was like, "Who you want to go see, J. Cole or Lauryn Hill?" I'm like, "Oh, man, if you don't get them J. Cole tickets, what the
Man,
fuck we gonna pay for Lauryn Hill not to show up for?"
Not
yeah,
to
Lauryn Hill
show
is
up
the
and be
she
late.
she
Yeah,
is the
bye.
most entitled person that I've ever met from the '90s.
It's
never
ridiculous.
seen no
And
junk
you
like that
still
before.
singing the same song.
One
That's
album.
crazy.
One
What?
album and it's entitled to everybody's time and money based on that one album,
I'm
but
like,
then will tell
yo,
us how unimportant money is. Money's just an
it's
object,
like,
you know.
yo, she shows up late, but you know, one time she had an interview one time, like they was asking about showing late. She like, I think one of the responses was they're lucky that I show up at all. I'm like, yo,
I
people
told you,
take
so
people take
entitled.
Girl,
I've
even
never
more
girl,
seen
than
nothing like that before in my life.
never
girl,
seen anything like it. I would never. I
girl.
wouldn't. You
It's
couldn't pay me
ridiculous.
to
You
go see
could
her
you
for
couldn't give me. I don't even like playing her shit on repeat, killing me. So if I
Nah, I
turn
ain't
it
gonna
off,
lie.
I
She
had
cold.
off.
I ain't gonna lie. That album was cold. Like I mean, she is proof that you could become a legend off of one album.
Yeah, she is. Well,
Cause
technically two. Technically two.
well, yeah, Lauryn Hill cold. I ain't gonna lie. I could like her music can hit. Now I ain't like you said, man. I ain't gonna listen to it just straight, back to back to back. But yeah, she cold. When she come on, I'll be like, yeah, I forgot how cold she was. It's you know what it is. It's a lot of nostalgic memories attached to her music that I have. So that's why I really enjoy her music. But
That part.
she's crazy. She off her rocker. I cannot believe.
well, Erica Badu crazy too though. So I mean, a
Whoa,
lot of
whoa,
them chicks
whoa,
back then
whoa,
was
whoa!
crazy.
Baby steps.
But at least,
She
Y'all, listen,
just,
y'all getting blasphemous now. We're not gonna talk about
nah,
the
she
Badu.
just,
but
she
at least
just
Erica,
okay. She just cuckoo.
Erica give you a nasty piece of song
No,
and a
I got
little.
two of our candles burning right now as we speak.
I'm about to say she give you a nasty piece of song and a little piece of voodoo on the side. You don't know where
Yeah.
you going with her.
You know what
You might get a
Man,
nasty is?
lady,
spell.
Erica
You might
Badu is
get a
fucking
blessing or a
cold.
spell. You don't know which one you getting with
Hey,
Erica.
look,
Yo, do y'all
that
really listen
lady,
to the lyrics she be saying? That Bag Lady song, I feel like every black woman should like embody that song. That song is fucking
bro,
cold.
Yeah, I know
You
what
bro.
Lauren Hill
gonna
be
If
feel
saying too.
that.
she, Scott, if you let your kids go to her house, you get your kids to talk and say, "Now, don't you be drinking and eating none at this lady house. We don't know what she be doing."
Man, I'm going to Erica Badu house.
No,
I'm
you.
buying all the candles. I'm burning all the incense. I'm doing whatever Erica Badu. I might even
You
if
gonna
she
be,
like I want to prick your finger. I'm like, go ahead, prick it right there. I don't really
No,
like neither, so get that big finger
she
right there.
gonna,
she ain't even.
she
But
gonna
she
have
ain't
you
even gonna
walking down the
do
street backwards, bro, with a suit on. You gonna
Nah,
be walking down the
nah,
street backwards with a suit on, dog. It's
Once listen, I know how to cure all that. Scholar know how to cure all that witchcraft and stuff. Scholar got that curve. No diddy, no diddy. Okay.
man,
But that'll
it.
cure
she gonna
all that
straighten
stuff.
you
That's gonna
out,
cure.
though.
She ain't even gonna do nothing. All she gonna do is go, I'm just burning sage and incense. You gonna see fumes and shit, clouds of smoke burning through the house, and you ain't even gonna know it. By the time you figure it out, it's gonna be 20 years later, and you at your own fucking ceremony. Like, what the hell's going on around here? You don't even know what's going on with that lady house.
I'm
That
not gonna
lady
lie, that sounds like a
burning
good time. That sounds like a good
down.
time. Mel,
Have at it,
see what you
man.
don't know, Mel? What you don't know is this.
Somebody sent me something on my phone and it said that I hog tied her. I don't know how to hog tie people. What would I hog tie? But my body.
Yo, I'm fucking done. Yo, Skull, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, me and Erica Badu, we gonna be hog tied.
I'm
Somebody talk about
done.
hog. Whoa, the hog tie. Oh, no, the hog tie. Y'all killing me with this.
Okay.
Yo, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna lie. Bill. You and APN and all the people, y'all might be disappointed. Even Trissy, man. I think I'm gonna do that episode tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
If you must.
Because this is my long week, so I'm gonna only be off tomorrow, and then I work 3 days straight. So then I would have to wait again if I wanted to do, because I do a Panama schedule. So I'd have to wait till my next 3 days off.
What was that? You on tomorrow?
Hey, it's gonna be a tell-all episode. It's gonna be Scholar telling his version of some events that's been talked about, because you know how it go all positive. It's like Jay-Z. You remember people was believing that was Jay-Z's son because Jay-Z never said that wasn't my son, and he kind of looked like him. Like, it's like, come on, bro. You know this is not Jay-Z's son. But everybody believed it because he never responded. And you know how it is with people, like, they like, well, why would I believe the truth when this lie is so much better to believe? And he not responding. So, I have to do my thing.
I don't know, Scholar. That kind of look like his son, Scholar. I don't know. I don't know about that one, man. The streets ain't believe in that one, Scholar. I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
Ben Crump got a better chance of being Jay-Z's son than that boy.
Oh my God! Hey, Scholar, if you get off, remember you can always work for Umar. He's looking for a few good men. They just can't work at his school, but he's looking for them.
Me and Umar already been talking behind the scenes. I'm gonna teach one of the classes.
Hey, do y'all know this guy on Lennon Honor? You know who that is?
Of course,
man.
Of course.
This dude is obsessed with Umar. He's got
all of this content is about Umar.
Hundreds of lives about. That's all he talk about is Umar, man. Hundreds of lives. I mean, I'm talking 10 and 12-hour lives about Umar every day.
He's making money off of it. People on it.
That's what I'm about to say. He doing it. He making money. He making content that people want to see.
It cannot be that much talk about Umar 8 to 10 hours every day.
Oh yeah, because Umar do a live. He'll go somewhere and then he'll break down the whole tape of all the lies that Umar told, and they'll be giving him money and everything. It's crazy. That whole thing with Umar is crazy. The people who love him to death is crazy, and people who can't stand him to a degree. I just think it's all a joke right now. I don't even think it's serious at this point.
That part.
I think it's a joke. I think anybody take that dude serious is crazy.
I mean, did they take the schools from him, or does he still have possession of schools? What's going on with it?
He got them, but
tax arrears.
I don't know.
The schools were in tax arrears. The last time I heard, which was last year, those schools were in arrears for taxes. And beginning of this year, last year, he was asking people to help him because he didn't supposedly get the notification, and there was a whole conspiracy with the white man and why he didn't get it, because the mayor was supposed to give him the paperwork and he didn't get it, and he asked for an extension and they didn't ask for it. It was just a whole bunch of nonsense. So they ain't kicked him out yet. Who knows what he actually got going on? Because remember, everything he got is secret. It's private. He's not sharing anything publicly. Nobody knows anything besides the stuff he says, and he contradicts himself. He'll say something one day, come back like next live, say something completely different. So who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if the school's up for sale at the end of the year, because I don't know where he's getting any revenue from.
My question is, why, with all money he raised, why not just turn it into a youth center instead of a school?
That part.
That would be more sustainable.
That would be more sustainable because, again, you got a lot of latchkey kids out here and you have a lot of single parents. You have a lot of parents that are working, even if they're married. You have kids that come home where either don't have anything to do, and after school programs are at an all-time low. These kids, they're stripping funding and things like that. Give them a resource center. Give them some place to go to learn these skills, like what we were talking about earlier. Do STEM programs and things like that to help these kids out. Why not? But we're not going to do that. You want to sit around here and play with Sukiana all day. Yeah, see, that's when he lost me. I said, what the fuck is
You know why he was... It's because her name is Suki with the good coochie. He heard coochie and was like, it started entertaining the idea of even dating her.
Yeah. But my thing is with my sisters, don't go out here and sell yourself. Don't sell yourself. Don't do that. My sisters, let the white snow bunnies do all that.
Look,
don't do that. And you with Silky.
You remember that? You remember that movie? I know y'all remember. Don't Be a Menace. But you're not telling me that character is not life imitating art. That is Umar. I guarantee you Umar got white women in his phone.
Excuse me, my brother. Can you tap that white lady for me right over there?
There's no way he does not have white women.
There's no way. I know he got a white girl back there. I know
he does.
I don't even think it matters at this point because he ain't got no staff. He don't even have a curriculum. Nothing. So, like, who's gonna send there? Who I want to see if he ever get the school open. Who would be crazy enough to send their child to his school? That's what I want to see.
You know how
Who's gonna
much
be nutty enough to send that damn kid over there?
you know how much money it takes to run a school each year?
I know this. You gotta have, and you gotta submit, and you gotta get your school accredited and all that other stuff.
All
Because what
that
school's gonna
stuff,
accept
yeah.
this? Yeah, all of that.
He don't even have no government grants or nothing.
Exactly. You gotta pay the
how
staff.
you
People
gonna-
gotta get paid.
People gotta get paid. You sit around. First of all, he said, man, talking about something. He want all black contractors and this, that, and the third. Again, when we are not prevalent in those businesses, you know what you was doing. You know what you was doing when you said that. You know we don't operate in those capacities in that atmosphere in them lanes. You know we don't run that industry. Don't do no silly crap like that. Like you sound dumb, but I can't with that guy. He is something else. Another phony, another hypocrite, another grifter, and a money grab from him. But guys, it's been a pleasure. I just want to say thank you to Scholar for having me up, and it's been so dope having a conversation with y'all and chiming in. But I really gotta get a little piece of sleep so I can wake up and go to work and do some things. Okay.
All right, sister.
Shout out to you, man. Hey, hopefully I don't make you mad tomorrow, sister, when I do my tell all. You know, but the truth gotta be said.
Ain't nothing to tell on with me, child. Tell your truth.
All right, sister. Just stay away from them Jamie Foxx movies. Stay away from them Jamie Foxx movies and 2 phones.
And throw away one of your phones. There ain't no damn reason to have 2 phones.
There ain't no reason.
Listen, three things I learned today. Jamie Foxx can't act. Doughboy is the reason why Ricky got and Umar ain't shit. That's the only thing I got this whole conversation.
And I know, and all the neo soul women is ugly.
All of neo soul women ugly. I'm like, what the fuck? That's why I'm like, hold on, I gotta click this link right quick.
Don't forget Ice Cube can act. He's one of the greatest actors we ever had.
He's the best. He's right there. It's Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington,
right up under him.
Morgan Freeman, and Ice Cube. It's crazy.
Right there.
It's the thespian of the year. I can't with it. I cannot. Y'all have been so dope. I had a great time. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are funny. Skylar, I'll holler at you. Stay out of trouble.
All right.
And stop being scared to come to my channel. If I'm begging on a black chick, don't worry about it. It's black on black crime. It's equal opportunity.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that.
Nah. Okay. Put your black card to the side. We banging on these bitches, all right?
Sister, we can't do that.
Lady,
all right, I'll let you.
All right, lady, y'all.
Hey, man, all positive, man. You got to do some investigations for these OF people, man. We're going to have to get you to launch a full investigation, bro. You're going to have to look into Scottie Pippen woman and figure out what's going on. We need an investigation. We need a report, brother. We're going to have to get somebody to launch to see what's going on.
Is her name? Oh, yeah, and by the way, I did do my investigation on Stacey Dash, man. Her OF.
Okay, what you got?
It's garbage, man. She ain't showing nothing.
Oh, man, why she got Stacey Dash?
Oh, yeah, she just dropped a video today where she was dancing with a lollipop in her.
Yeah. She was doing Round Away Girl video. LL Round Away Girl was in the background, but she had the cornrows and all that. Like, man, her OF ain't got nothing up there, man. It's a scam. It's a scam. Ain't nothing up there.
Man, maybe you could be a manager with some perks.
No,
I'm just saying, dog.
I'm gonna tell you who OF is serious, man. And this is crazy. But remember Rachel Dolezal? Rachel Dolezal.
We don't do that cooning, brother. We're not doing no cooning over here, brother.
Man,
yeah.
She
the non-NAACP.
She ain't playing around her OF, yo. I'm telling you, man. Yo, seriously, she ain't playing around.
Brother, we don't do that. We don't do that over here.
But I forgot what she looked like. Is she decent looking? What she look like?
Rachel was.
She on the 2. I think she was like a 3 or 4, right?
She looked like. Yeah, she about a 2. She was ugly.
About a 3. Yeah, I give her 3. But she ain't playing.
Them ugly. But them ugly women do it. Hey, but AP, them ugly women do all kind of stuff, bro. They got to do extra stuff, dog. They got to get extra activities in.
They busting it wide open. They ain't playing around, yo.
The only credit I give to Rachel is that Rachel is the only white person I've ever seen that truly wanted to trade places with a black person. But I remember Chris Rock said that in his concert. He was like, "I'm
Oh
rich,
yeah.
and would now one of y'all trade places with me?" And everybody in the room died laughing because it was true. That's the only white person I've ever seen in history that really wanted to trade places with a black person.
Yeah. She wanted to be when she was the
And then you know what's
NAACP,
crazy?
like
You know what's
was that
crazy?
North Carolina? She was a
The
chapter
message,
of?
the message is she still rose to the top of a pro-black organization in schools.
Yep. Yep, she did. She took all the
She still
grants
carried her
from them.
white
She
privilege
still
into being black. That's crazy.
But look,
yeah, she stole all those scholarship money.
I would have never known she was white. Like when I first seen the pictures of her, and everybody it came online, it's like this is a white woman. I'm like, dang, she look black to me. And then I think her family.
She was reddish. She looked white.
No, she had the bronze tan and whatever she put on her.
Nah.
I didn't know.
She kind of looked like Brandy. No, let me stop.
Nah,
her family
I mean, if you had a black eye, she did.
Let me see if she look like Brandy.
Her family
See,
put
that
like
one.
pictures of
Let's see.
Oscar pictures and all this stuff.
Nah, she don't look like Brandy.
Nah,
The braids, her braids look like Brandy braids.
Nah, she got them braids she got them Caribbean islands. You see, ever been to the Caribbean? And in them islands down there, them white women go down there and get their hair braided up by the women down there. You never see that?
Nah, I ain't never seen it.
The white women come in and they'll sit there for like 2-3 hours and them ladies will braid their hair. They fly in or they come on that cruise ship and they go down there and they braid their hair that kind of way. That's what that look like to me.
Oh.
And she'll look like nothing, bro.
Yeah, APN, you tripping on that. I can't believe APN watching that. APN tripping on that one.
I just want to see what it was about.
You letting your jungle film get the best of you, brother?
I didn't know what
I think
it was about, man. But like I said, she ain't playing around. That's all I'm saying. She is serious with it.
I think you had did too much investigations, brother. Man, I think you got a little carried away, brother. It's all right. We all get carried away sometimes.
That would have sounded like to me too. Even now, he like, man, she like he getting excited just talking about it. That's crazy, brother. Brother APN, bro.
Like,
we must stay focused. As
I'm just
Umar was
saying,
saying, we
man.
must stay focused, brother.
Hey, Scott, I got a question now. Now you seen your boy Boots over the weekend. Did he unimpress you or he impressed you with this fight again?
I worked that day, bro. I've been missing out. I've been missing out on a lot.
Look, most of us pick Boots to win that. I know some people picking Zayas. It ain't no way Zayas is winning this fight. But the fact that Boots was almost stopped in round 3 says a lot. And I've said this. I've been saying Boots' chin is gonna be good until it's no longer good. He keeps taking these punches. He's gonna get in the ring with a puncher, and he's not gonna be able to take 3 and 4 shots to land one. It's not gonna work in everybody. It didn't, like I said, it didn't work with Joe McClellan, and he ran up on Nigel Benn. Nigel Benn was also on steroids and all this stuff, but you know what I'm saying, just never know.
Yo, hold on, AP. I'm finna look for this video for you. I gotta show you this, man, for the culture. Hold on. I gotta show you this video.
Boots, I think he should be happy that his dad, him and his dad, they ducked Crawford, because Crawford would have really seriously hurt this kid. He would have did it worse than he did Spence. He would have did it worse than he did Spence, man.
Did you see that Boosie diss Jay-Z?
For what?
Did he?
I don't know. I think it said Boosie dissed Jay-Z over his that son, that dude that said he was his son.
Man.
Everybody studying that dude, man. Yeah, ain't nobody studying Boosie, man. That dude ain't made no new music, no new nothing, bro. Like, he's trying to get some traction, probably. Like, they ain't got no tension, man.
Hold on, I'm gonna find this video. I know it's out there. Let me see. I think that's it. It was what you say?
So APN, you watched the Boost, you wasn't. I just seen the highlights. I didn't actually watch it. So you weren't impressed?
No, man. I mean, he did what he's supposed to do. I mean, who didn't know he was gonna be Zayas?
Okay, I found it.
When the fight was announced,
Here we go.
We all set it up. We said whoever gets to Zayas first is gonna take his belts from him. We said that. We said the Haney should be trying to get that fight. We knew he was fooled from the start.
Yo, look at this, APN. I found it. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life, APN. Like, I mean, like worst things as far as somebody completely falling off the cliff. So you know, Cameron made a diss to him, right? He responded to this with his white artist.
I seen that.
That's his artist. That's his white artist.
Yeah.
That's his white artist. I don't even know her name.
I don't either.
I'm sorry. I know it's elder abuse, but somebody needs a spanking, and I think that it's you. Who the fuck disrespects that OG? The motherfucker helped you, and he helped me, and I think it's looking plain to see. This girl starting to look gay like Jason B. And the tan that we breast stink too. Matter of fact, all y'all breast stink, y'all the breast stink crew. Breast stink crew, breast stink crew. Matter of fact, all y'all breast stink too.
We was looking for the huckleberry and we're glad it's you. Ew, what's that smell? Doo-doo. P-U, 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 P-U. Your breath smells like cinnamon doo-doo. P-U, P-U.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Hey,
Yo,
They ain't going out bad.
yo,
Name is going out.
Oh,
the fact that
Is that AI?
every interview he talks
that got
about,
to be AI. That's
every
AI,
interview
right?
he talks
There's
about.
no way that's real, Skyler.
No,
Come on,
no.
bro. You gotta give me a bowl, bro. That's gotta be AI, bro. There's no way that's real,
No,
bro.
that is real. Yo, check this out. The fact that Dame Dash at every interview. See, Dame Dash suffers from what a lot of people suffer from. See, me, I embrace my shadows. I know I'm petty as hell. I know I like to clown. I embrace who I am as a person, right? A lot of people try to play the high road, right? Like they will really want to say something or say something behind closed doors or gossip, but they'll make it seem like they're a stand-up individual. And that's what Dame Dash suffers from. He would go in interviews and say, I'm just letting you know now, I'm not talking about Jay-Z. I'm not talking, I got these cookies. I'm not talking about Jay-Z. And then in the interview, Jay-Z sold us all out. It's all out there. He sold Rockefeller. Listen, I didn't make no money off of Jay. I lost money with Jay. Like, bro, just all over the place. Still talking about Jay-Z, even though he said he wasn't going to talk about him. But the interview he did with Art of the Dialogue, he basically said Jay-Z stole his bars. And I'm like, Dame Dash, when did you rap?
What?
Jay-Z stole your bars? Y'all haven't even been around each other in what, 20, 30 years? He stole your bars? Then he said Jay-Z is whack for his freestyle that he did at the Roots. Said Jay-Z was whack. He said all these things about Jay-Z. And it's like, bro, you're up there rapping with a white person who's offbeat. And the lyrics that y'all are saying is P-U, P-U, your breath smells like cinnamon doo-doo.
I was gonna ask you, Scott. Maybe I heard wrong, but it was A B C D that was in there too.
ABC was in there, yes.
No.
Oh my god!
Yo, that's what got me.
That's
The only way that could have been worse is if it was in a trap house, because then we would have officially knew Dame Dash was on drugs.
Yeah, Scott, you might have a point with the drug thing, bro. Because the fact that she said that and they zoomed the camera in on him and he's like, yeah, like she was doing it. Yeah, he might be on some drugs.
Yo, every day I wake up and I see Dame Dash, like he'll be up Charlamagne. What type of man talks about another man, Charlamagne? Now back to Jay-Z. Everybody knows, and you be like, bro, what are you like? This is so crazy. He's crazy. Like the last interview I see with him, I couldn't even do it no more because at this point, it's like a guilty pleasure of me watching like him crash out because he's falling from grace. He wants to fight Jay-Z now. It's like, bro, what? How you go from me and Jay-Z, you know, I did this, I'm Jay-Z big brother, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to talk about Jay-Z. He said he at war with Jay-Z and he wants to fight him. I'm like, bro, this war is one-sided. I think it's more the war with drugs than it is the war with Jay-Z. Jay-Z not worried about you. What's good, Roasty?
I'm just thinking Dame can't be on drugs, man, because how can he afford them? That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
shit.
Did you watch that video? APN, did you just watch the video we just watched, dog? Ain't no way, man.
Look,
I mean,
I don't understand why did he think that hook was gonna go. like yo, PU. Like,
ABCPU. Like, come on, man.
I like Dame. Like I said, Dame is down bad, and I don't think it's no saving. I just think he's done.
You, your breath smells, bro. That sounds like something that my baby would write. My kid would write that.
Oh God.
That's terrible.
Well, he
It's
clearly
just
didn't
terrible.
have nobody else listen to it. It's like, bro, this sucks, man. This is something. Like, you show that to your home, but man, you get laughed at and clowned so bad. He clearly had an audience of one. Like, yeah, I'm gonna kill him with this one. This gonna
Yo,
be
and
it
that's the
right here.
thing. That's the thing. Dame don't have nobody around him to tell him, because the way he talked to people, to tell him like, bro, that ain't what's it. Like, come on, bro. You went out there
Well,
and
see,
called Leora Cohen a culture vulture for years, and then you sign a white artist to diss Jay-Z. And then it ain't even a dope white artist. Like, she whacker than Iggy Azalea. You remember when Iggy Azalea did
He
that
signed
freestyle
her.
and they called up to the radio like,
He
that shit
signed
was whack.
the Dame signed this chick right here.
Yeah, she signed her. He signed her.
Oh man, look, she might be even more crazy than him. How can you sign with someone that can't pay you?
I mean, to be honest with you, that woman probably she probably met her at a meth house or something. Like, Dame Dash is upwards from wherever she was. So she crazy, but Dame Dash is kind of a meal ticket because
my question is, and I'm not making fun of this guy, but how is Dame making money today other than them paying him $300 and $400 for the interviews that he's doing? I don't know how much he's getting, maybe 1,000, whatever, but how is he making money outside of the interviews that he's doing?
Oh, he get flued out for them interviews. Them interviews where he get flued out in the hotel and he get a big breakfast. I mean, that breakfast is big.
I honestly
boy.
think this. If you look at Dame Dash's catalog and what he's selling it for, like $100, I think Dame Dash, because he was Jay-Z's boss, I think like that carried him a long way. Just that reputation and people knowing that they had success in the music industry, and he leveraged his name out, and his name isn't worth anything now because he's diluted it so much from borrowing it. Like that $1 million that he was trying to get from Lee Daniels, I think that he borrowed that money and gave it to Lee Daniels. I don't think he had it sitting around in a vault or something. Like, I think Dame Dash is he's saturated himself. He over borrowed on the name of Rockefeller and him being the boss, and it's no longer has value. And because he talked to people and burned so many bridges, he can't go borrow money from nobody anymore. And nobody's willing to help him. And they just sitting down there and watching him crash out.
But my thing is, why was he loaning Lee Daniels $1 million too? I never understood that whole.
I think it was for a movie.
It was for a movie.
No. I'm not saying that. But of all the people loan money, how did you end up loaning Lee Daniels some money for a movie and you can't get your movies done? Like, none of that made any sense to me. You didn't get your name on nothing. Like, Lee Daniels exit whatever he borrowed the money from, we don't even know because Lee Daniels didn't put his name on anything.
I don't know. Maybe Lee Daniels let him do the soundtrack. P.U. Your breath smells like cinnamon doo. And you can tell he knew that was whack, but he was trying to make it lit. Like, Dame Dash really believes he can make stuff lit. That he really believes that Jay-Z was a whack nigga that he made into Jay-Z. And it's like, bro, did you not hear what Hov said to you? Okay, make another Hov. Why you ain't made another Hov since?
The whole thing is wild, man, because not only that, like make another Hov, but like, dude, he has nothing going on, man. I mean, nothing but these interviews, man. It's like no businesses. It's nothing, man. And then he said something and talk about how people are dressed, and he's like, "Yo, no one's around Jay to tell them don't dress like that." It's like you're talking about the way another man dresses, like you just the funkiest dude out here, the flyest guy.
Then, bro, Dame Dash would tell Dame Dash, what type of man talks about how another man dresses, man? Yo, Dame Dash said he invented pause. He said Jay-Z stole my bars. I can't even remember what he said. It was something that was so common. He said he made it up.
Yo, it's like, I'm tired of all this pause. He's like, yo, he did a pause on something that didn't even require it the other day. Like the other I was looking at him, he's like, it was bloody pause. I think he said something about bloody pause. Like, yo, why is it a pause?
You know why?
It's like he says pause like every 2 sentences.
Hey,
I'm like, yo,
hey, I see what this is. I see what this is. Y'all just hating on this brother because this brother's trying to be great, and y'all brothers just don't like y'all don't have an ear for music, man. Y'all apparently don't have an ear for music and acting, man. Y'all. Now, if Jamie Foxx would have did this, y'all would have thought this was great, man.
Chris Black
Clearly,
was good.
y'all brothers don't have an ear for music, man.
I just want to see. I want to see Dane get his life together, man. I really do, man.
I think that's over.
I'm about
That's
to
like
say
Adrian Boner. That's over. That's like Adrian Boner. That's like Adrian Boner coming back for a fight, bro. The chance of that happening probably ain't that good, bro. That's over, man. That's done.
I just hate to see, even though I've never been a Dane fan, but I hate to see a guy down bad like this, man. I mean, Dane is down bad, man. I mean, he's doing worse than Diddy, and Diddy's in prison. I mean, that's how bad he's down, man.
Diddy ain't that bad. See, Diddy, look, they had to make something up to put him in there, and if he was free, he wouldn't be financially messed up. These guys messed up their own money doing their own stupid stuff. So nobody has to do anything but just let them loose. The worst enemy you can have is yourself. And when you that bad off, ain't nothing they can do is turn you loose on you.
I'm gonna have to run that back. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't feeling it at first, but I think that song's starting to grow on me. That white woman freestyle starting to grow on me. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna have to run that back.
I'm telling you though, I really do think that if they,
bro, how old is that lady? How old is that lady? That's
I don't even know. I forgot her name. I don't even know her name.
She don't look like no 20-year-old.
What is he? If he sold Rockefeller, what is she signed to?
And if that is assistant or something, that's the lady. That's some lady, like some random lady he found. Just like, here, say this.
What is she signed to? Like, how can he pay her? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How you gonna sign a record label with someone that can't pay you?
That's like some random lady he just gave a couple of dollars to say, here, just read this. You ask $20.
Y'all tripping. I know hate when I see it. Y'all just don't want to. Y'all just don't like that white lady. Y'all don't like that white lady. Y'all don't like that white lady getting praises. So y'all
to come out of this, man, on top. I really want him to come out as on top.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. I mean, that's
this
not
is the top. See, let me just play the video because the video speaks for itself. Y'all gonna keep hating.
We were looking for the hustle, so happy it's you. Point him out, couldn't miss him in that stupid ass suit. I'm sorry, I know it's elder abuse, but somebody needs a stinking, and I think that it's you. Who the fuck disrespects that OG? The motherfucker helped you, man. He helped me, and I think it's looking plain to see. This girl's starting to look gay like Jason Lee. And the tan very breast thing too. Gotta thank all y'all breast thing. Y'all the breast thing crew.
That's cold. That is cold.
All y'all breast thing crew.
We was looking for the huckleberry and we're glad it's you. Ew, what's that smell? Do. P-U. 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 Your breath smells like cinnamon. Do. P-U.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that shit kind of hard. Yo, that shit kind of hard.
Including the cameraman. No one told him, dang, this is not a good idea, man.
Yo, I'm positive. You hating now. That shit, I ain't gonna lie. Listen back a second time. That shit was kind of hard. That shit was kind of hard. No, that shit kind of hard. This is what it reminded me of right here.
Whole world is watching and the paparazzi is flocking and we fly shit when we drop in and we shut down your party, man. His and
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airways.
That's what it reminded me of. That's what it reminded me of. That's crazy, man. Like Dame Dash, bro. It's crazy to me because everything he accused Jay-Z of being was all in that video right there. He was dressed weird. He was, he had a culture vulture beside him. That girl that was her first time rapping ever. He was everything that he claimed that Jay-Z was. It was crazy. Whack, because that freestyle was whack, man. That's crazy.
That was terrible, man. I mean, somebody's got to be in this man's corner, man. He's got to have at least one person left with good sense that's telling Dame like, yo, Dame, this ain't it, man. Just look, I'm telling you, if Dame just left the internet for 6 months, I guarantee you, people will forget about him.
No, never.
Just 6 months. That's all I'm saying. Just give me 6 months of silence, and it'll go away. I promise you.
Nah, it won't go away. It won't go away, APN.
Man, that man's just in a bad.
He was too successful, and he rubbed it in everybody's face that he was, and then he's did too much to where everybody gonna be really invested into his downfall.
I mean, look at Floyd though. Floyd, he's off the
And
internet.
that's a good and bad example at the same time.
Yeah, but look
at Floyd. Everybody's there for the
Floyd is
rep.
struggling right now. Floyd is doing meet and greets right now. He's
Exactly. And everybody's laughing at him because he led with money. He rubbed in everybody's face that he had more money than them. He was better than them. He was smarter than them. All this other stuff. He ain't got nowhere to go.
Well, Floyd ain't getting it like Dame. Floyd's getting it, but he's not getting it as bad as Dame's getting it right now.
I'll positive way. This right here was the start of all the Dame Dash. Like he been falling off for years, but it was like he just started taking L's after this.
He fell out, man. That was like the end of it.
I want to see if you're the real deal.
I think that juice loosened it up.
See if I'm the real deal.
Yo, the fact that he's talking about, let's see if I'm the real deal, and his feet falls out. He was challenging 50 Cent to a boss competition. His dentures fell out. Like, yo, bro, when I tell you, it was like the curse of Dame Dash when his teeth fell out. It kept taking L after L. He started taking L so bad that even Jay-Z finally responded to him. Jay-Z ain't said nothing about Dame in 30 years.
But that's Jay's style. Jay always try to, he tries to put the nail in the grave when the man is in the casket. He tries to put the dirt on the casket because he did the same thing with Nas. When Nas' career was like in the dirt, he had dropped like albums that weren't doing that good. His mom was dying. Jay's like, okay, now it's my time to strike. That's when he hit him with the takeover. But little did he know, he gave Nas life. Jay ruined himself because he gave Nas life. So that's the Jay thing. When he see you down in the dirt, that's when he's gonna attack you.
Yo, after his teeth came out, didn't he try to play it off? Let me see.
He's like, oh God.
I want to see if you're the real deal.
I think
see if I'm the real deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that nigga took the camera off. That nigga trying to put the camera off. Yo, that nigga trying to put the camera on. That's crazy. Oh man, that's so embarrassing. I got third hand embarrassing for that.
Just for a second.
Hold on for a second.
Why was he live though, man? He shouldn't have been live.
Right. Nah, that's okay.
He should have recorded the video and put it on though. That's where he messed up at. He should have never been live, yo.
Then he tried to go live and just take him out. It's like, nah, don't try to embrace this, bro. You the flies nigga live. You ain't wearing outfits twice in your teeth.
Why doesn't Dame have implants though? If he got this money, why doesn't he have implants?
I don't know.
I mean, I got a few implants myself. It's probably about about $4 or $5 grand a tooth, but he should have that.
Yo, did you see Big Ticker's wife?
Man, dude. First of all, why she was probably fly back in the day, man. But he got her from a meth house, yo. Yo, she was probably fly back in the day.
I don't know, AP. I didn't get meth from her. I don't know. Maybe I just can't see it because I don't see a lot of black people on meth. But
she looks terrible. But if Tigger got arrested from that video, he should have never been arrested. He was just trying to get his phone back.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, is that got to be an edited video? There's no way that was the video that got him arrested.
No way you got arrested for that.
And then unless she went and got doctored up, there's no way that caused the injuries on her face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way.
I don't see it. Not from that video.
Yo, hold on. Let me go down the wormhole. So let me show you this out, buddy. First of all, wrestling a man for his phone is insane that you're not gonna leave. What are you wrestling for? The truth Are you like what you gonna do with the truth? Are you gonna leave him after you find out that he has women in the phone? He clearly do. That's why he was wrestling.
I can tell you this
That's
much.
why he was wrestling. He
If my
clearly had women.
wife want to take my phone, first of all, I'm not seeing no other girl on the side, whatever. If she wants to take my phone, she can have it because she ain't got the code to get into it. So I'm not even worried about that.
She not bad looking, all positive right there.
No, she ain't bad looking right like that, but makeup does wonders.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that to that sister, bro. Don't do it.
Do you not see all them crying? I'm not doing that. Yes, you do. You're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want to go. Take my phone.
If I was anybody else,
Newly surfaced footage appears to show media personality Big Tigger in a tense confrontation with his wife, Alicia Brown, during what seems to be a disagreement.
Man,
man's on his phone.
This wasn't that. This wasn't as bad. Like I said, it got to be edited because there's no way. There's no way this was the abuse. There's no way.
Yeah, man, it's not abuse.
And then all positive, you might be on to something. You might be on to something. Let me tell you why. When you said meth, and this was just recently in the headlines. You might be on to something.
What was in the headlines?
She don't give me meth vibes, but then again, like them actions, like I don't know about this. Look at this APN.
Unfolding saga, Eric, and now has turned into a bit more of a legal saga that we are seeing with Big Tigger, his estranged wife. I understand she has been arrested on some pretty serious charges.
Yeah, it's a never-ending story, it feels like. So this is completely separate from the domestic abuse charges that her estranged husband, Big Tigger, faces. This is her on her own, Alicia Brown. So on the 7th, which was yesterday, she was arrested. This is her mugshot in Hart County. She was around mile marker 177 on Interstate 85 when a deputy there at their sheriff's department saw her car, and they had a bolo be on the lookout for. And she was in a Range Rover, a black Range Rover. They pulled her over with the license plate matching. Here's a little bit from that arrest warrant, the incident report here that we were able to get our hands on here. At the time, she had, from Fulton County Sheriff's Office, there was a warrant there for her arrest in relation to that. Within the past 10 minutes, our assignment desk and our digital team, Jameson, she has talked with the Fulton County Clerk's Office, who have said since that arrest yesterday, those warrants here in Fulton County have been dismissed. Now, there is still another warrant, which is kidnapping charges. This is coming out of Baltimore County, Maryland. We have not been able to get those arrest warrants, they say, until she's extradited back and has a first appearance in court up there. But she did have a first appearance this morning. Again, this is all related to around a daughter, a child, where there seems to be just some custody issues with. I talked with a lawyer one-on-one earlier today just to break down these charges. So keep in mind, we're not, the traditional sense of when you hear kidnapping, maybe force, that is not the kidnapping we're necessarily thinking of in this particular case. But when it comes to children in custody, if she is not the legal guardian, if she doesn't have any rights and she has or knows of something or takes or places a child somewhere else, then that is where this all comes in. And a lot of this we believe is unfolding since that first incident, again, not related to this, but the public, the notoriety and just the social media of it all. We believe maybe the child's father might have come forward to police up there in Baltimore County. Take a listen to just some of the questions that I was able to ask a defense attorney here, really good criminal attorney.
It could have come from the child's father. Maybe he reignited the issue because he was the one that initially was awarded custody from from a family law dispute. Now, do I think it's kidnapping in the sense when most people traditionally think of kidnapping? No. But the law does encompass that if you do not have full legal rights and you take your child, it's kidnapping. There is a felony interference with custody here in Georgia as well. So they've taken out a warrant here as well as the kidnapping warrant in Maryland as well. So she's got 2 cases that she has to face. So once she's either granted bond on the case in Maryland, she's going to have to return to Georgia and address those felony charges of interference with custody.
we've done that interview, it sounds like the whatever happened in Fulton County, those warrants, that has been either dismissed or that is not applicable to what we're talking about anymore. But I did talk with Baltimore County Police. She will be extradited back to Baltimore. That could take place within the next 30 days. It just kind of depends there, but she did have her first appearance. But to put it plainly, if I was going to write a simple line, this is really just a messy situation, right? We're not only, of course, dealing with what we saw earlier when it came to Big Tigger, but now she has her own issues that are coming about. And the lawyer was saying, you know, I asked, will any of these kind of overlap? If, you know, will Big Tigger's legal team come forward and maybe use some of this against her? Very well could be the case, even though they are two separate ones. His legal team could show, you know, this is what she has a history of or something like that. So it can be used against her in a certain way. And then obviously a lot of the social media posts that we've been seeing, unfortunately, he calls Facebook and Instagram the FBI because it's just so much information that's out there. And now we're just seeing a lot of what you're putting online will be used when it comes to a court of law.
It's, you know, don't let the, what is it, the Facebook and Instagram sleuths, the TikTok FBI get to it of it all. Eric, this is, I appreciate you breaking it down so thoroughly because we have seen so much back and forth online, and it's really important to focus on what is confirmed and what we do know. And unfortunately, this situation is messy, like you mentioned, and it's embroiled not just him and
You notice how she got the black man to speak about it, right?
Yeah.
host, right? And it's to the point where
and children, because
children.
they share a child together. She has another child. There were two. I believe there were 2 kids. And I'm so old. I have glasses now.
As you should do it.
There were 2 kids in the car at the time of the arrest that are also entangled in this, as well as a 3rd child that we're talking about, who we believe might be.
What's good, Sir Foul Player? So I don't know, man. Listen, I'm gonna reserve my judgment for Tigger because I mean, you know. You never know.
I don't know what's going on, man. Like I said, I can't tell. I just can't see him getting arrested from just that little video clip. That is silly.
Yo, you know what I do remember? I do remember this. I remember when Superhead came out with her book.
Oh man,
you know, exposing everybody.
I read that book.
A lot of people was mad at Superhead and all this stuff. Like Superhead was the pioneer because nowadays people can't hold water.
Yeah,
you know that like she was the pioneer for this, right? But I remember Superhead like alleged that Big Tigger was gay. And I was like, man, she's lying. Because I remember Jamie Foxx on the Foxhole, he had Big Tigger call in, and Big Tigger was like, why are you doing this? I've only helped you when your kid was this, and blah, 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 blah. So I kind of believe Tigger, right? But Superhead accused the dude who used to play Eddie Winslow of being gay. Well, and you look at him now with the tranny, and you like,
he is.
She wasn't lying.
Ray J was riding around with the Transformer like a few weeks ago. He did a video. He filmed a video in the car with the Transformer. Ray J. I'm like, why is Ray J riding around with this what's the proper word? This individual in his car. You ain't seen the video?
Nah, we know why Ray J was in an interview with Candace Owens, and he said that when he was younger, he put on a dress and he liked the way he looked, and he took the dress off immediately.
No. And there's nothing wrong with being gay if you're that, but just be out about it. Just say this is what I am.
Yeah, you know Ray J he been weird for years. I didn't know. Ray J been playing for the other team for years, man.
I know Danny Boy from Death Row. He claimed Ray J.
Yeah, didn't he say that?
Yeah, what he claimed. He said that's what he said.
He was like, Ray J, you worried about everybody else. What about you? And Danny ain't lied. Danny that came out the closet.
Yeah, he ain't gonna lie about that. Everything Danny Boy been saying has been truthful too. A lot of stuff he been talking.
And not to mention, Ray J was hanging out with Diddy. So
yeah, man.
We can go ahead and say that's a safe. What do they got in common? You know. So yeah, that's a safe thing. So yeah, man. AP, and I wanted to show you this too. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to cover. You know, I ain't went live in a long ass time.
Yeah,
had this stuff saved in my playlist. I got another story. Let me see if I can shock you with this one, APN. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Really disgusting allegations out of Broken Bow. A woman suing after she says a manager at Arby's spit in her food and gave her oral herpes. Tonight, we're hearing his lawyer.
Before we go into it, what color do you think they are?
Oh man, I really don't know, man.
Guess the color. Y'all guess the color before we go through with the story. What do y'all think? I'll give y'all a minute to guess the story before we play the conclusion. Huh?
How do you get oh, well, I know how you get it, but I thought herpes could be passed by saliva. I thought it could only be passed by blood and sexually transmitted disease.
As a person that's never had herpes, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
But,
well, I couldn't tell you. I'm saying I don't know. I'm just saying I'm asking. I don't know.
Yo, Trissy said white. What color you think they is, APN? Who like what color? If you was a detective all positive, and you had to guess the subject like a game of Clue, what race would you say would spit in somebody's food and pass herpes to them?
Man, I'm gonna play a politician on this one, man. I'm gonna say anybody.
Nah, don't do that. All lives matter shit. Who you think?
Man, I would probably say white.
Okay. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never heard of a black person messing with somebody's food. Not to say it don't happen, but it's not common. All right, here we go.
Spencer Humphrey is here with what he had to say. Spencer.
Yeah, Kevin, that lawyer says the customer and restaurant worker were familiar with each other and that the restaurant worker knew she had herpes, but spit in that customer's food anyway because she figuratively had beef with her.
It just offends the public decency to me.
That's attorney Will Blocker, putting things mildly after he says an Arby's manager gave his client herpes by spitting in her roast beef sandwiches.
She took an offended...
First of all, who the hell is still eating Arby's? I want to know this brave nigga out there that's still keeping Arby's in business. It got to be white people.
How did they know that she actually spit in it? Did they get the footage?
I think they give more details, but let's not get distracted. Who the fuck is still eating Arby's? All positive. Let me tell you something. Arby's had some steak. Was it no brisket nuggets, right? And it went viral on TikTok. And I had some, and they were delicious. It was like the burnt ends, delicious. Would you believe Arby's discontinued the dish? Like I went back up there and it was like, oh, we don't have the dish anymore. And I was like, this is why y'all get beat by everybody. The one thing that lets y'all go viral, it's like when Popeye's chicken ran out of the chicken sandwich that went viral. Like your job is to make chicken. How do you run out of chicken?
They did have a good gyro. Y'all call them gyros, but they call them euros in Europe. But they had a good gyro. I had that years ago, and I don't know if they still have it on the menu.
Who?
Arby's.
Who? Oh, I wouldn't know nothing about it. But I will say this: them little steak nuggets or whatever they were delicious. And when I went back to get some more, they were like, "Oh, we're not there." And guess what happened to that location? All positive, maybe a month or two after.
It's
boarded up. It's boarded up. It no longer exists. And I was like, that's why. Your job is to sell stuff. You let the TikTok do the marketing for you. Now everybody is going to come try these nuggets. And you discontinue the nuggets. That's so stupid to me. But yeah. It's you and Trissy keeping Arby's alive. Y'all got to stop this. Y'all got to stop. Let them go out of business. Black people always saving businesses like we did with Cadillac.
Our most basic decency of principles and trust in a restaurant system.
His newly filed lawsuit says it all played out in Broken Bow back in March. His client, Jenica Church, had just finished a long shift at work.
She swung into Arby's, was really hungry, asked for a couple sandwiches.
He says the restaurant's manager, Amanda Hendricks, served Church 2 hot roast beef sandwiches. Church ate one, then drove home and shared the other with her father-in-law and mother. Fast forward. Blocker says Church's daughter, dating Hendricks' son, walked in on him talking with Hendricks on FaceTime, where he says Hendricks proudly admitted to spitting in Church's sandwiches.
She got a recording of that. Her daughter got a recording of that, and the woman was not scared to say it outright. That's fine. You can tell your mom I spit in her sandwich.
He says Church called the franchisee's complaint line that the woman who answered claimed she reviewed surveillance footage.
And she said, oh, yes, the food's all safe. We watched the video. There was nothing.
During all this is when Blocker says Church, who'd never shown signs or symptoms before, suddenly tested positive for herpes.
My client does have the herpes virus now, and she did not have it prior to this incident.
All positive. Get your AI real quick. Okay. from my understanding, because I do know herpes is a virus, right? And so is HIV. And I remember growing up, HIV was like the biggest fear to have, right? Like to get HIV. And I remember like not being wanting to be around people that had it, or what if I get spit on me and stuff like that. But herpes doesn't survive outside the body, right? It needs a host, from my understanding.
That's what I'm
How did
saying.
it travel from herpes lip to her shit having some shit on this lip? That shit on your lip got some shit on this lip, to transferring to the roast beef, to transferring it to her. And did her daddy get it? Her daddy ate some of the roast beef sandwich too as well, right?
I didn't think you could transfer it by. I don't know, but I didn't think you could transfer it by saliva. I don't have.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to ask AI. I'm gonna have to ask AI on this one.
She reported it all to police, who got a hold of the surveillance footage, finding it actually showed something very different than the restaurant allegedly told her.
It's clearly a hot beef sandwich with hot saliva going in it. Immediately out to my client who was starving and ate it almost immediately. So it's almost like you could say spitting from one mouth to the other.
According to the lawsuit, when Church reached back out to the restaurant with the police findings, they offered her free sandwiches and a $5 gift card.
Hold on. Arby's. This is Roasty. We have the beats. Evidently, they got gift cards too. Yo, that is crazy.
You offer you get somebody herpes and you're offering them sandwiches and $5.
That's crazy. You gonna offer them more spit? Because they I'm pretty sure they didn't fire the. Yo, that is crazy. No. Okay, hold on. That's crazy. Did I hear that right?
Restaurant with the police findings, they offered her free sandwiches and a $5 gift card.
There must be a cultural issue.
A $5 gift card is more insulting than the nasty ass sandwiches with more spit in them. Yo, that's insane. Hold on. I'm typing. I gotta know this. All positive. Before AI answer this, what you think they're gonna say?
I don't know. I'm not an expert on it.
Let's see. Oh snap! It says it's possible.
No, I didn't know.
It says herpes simplex 1 or 2 is primarily spread through direct contact, skin, or the mucous membrane, such as kissing, oral, genital contact. If someone spits in your food, transmission is not considered a common route for herpes. The virus does not survive outside the human body, which is what I thought. Air exposure changes the temperature. Stomach acid and food itself can reduce the likelihood of a virus, but a virus could remain infectious. So then how do you get it?
I don't know.
Yo, AI asked me, did this actually happen to you? Or are you acid hypothetical? Man, get up out my business.
I always thought that you could only get it from blood or sexual transmitted fluids. That's what I thought.
Oh, okay. Okay, I mean, it said yes, but then the description said no, basically. It basically said what I thought. It says risk could be higher if someone, okay, so if they had an active cold sore, right? That was shedding the virus, and it went into your food. But she would have to have like swallowed that sandwich immediately. Like, what did she do? She looked at her enemy's eyes and ate the sandwich. Like, you knew that lady and you had beef, and you ate. That's crazy to me. Like, and then how do they get to a conversation where she's calling back? Did she call back and be like, "Hey, that sandwich tastes like spit. Yeah, I spit in your like." That's just weird. It said it had to be a significant amount of spit too. So that means that lady went ham. That lady went ham, for a little bit of trace of the virus to survive and spread to the lady. That's what it's saying. I think the lady just had the herpes. I think both of them had herpes, and she was looking for a reason to get paid by Arby's.
Yeah.
The lawsuit alleges Hendricks knew she had the oral herpes virus, even
Exactly.
had visible lesions on her body, but intentionally and deliberately spit on Church's food anyway.
We've been told by her own words that she had herpes in a statement to someone else.
Authorities in Broken Bow arresting Hendricks on charges of poisoning food with intent to injure or kill. Meanwhile, Blocker now just hopes Church was the only customer this happened to.
I'm hoping it's just one lady, one crazy lady that had a beef.
And we reached out to the company Flynn Group, a national restaurant franchise group the lawsuit claims owns that Arby's in Broken Bow, but we have not heard back.
Of course you didn't. Ew. That's crazy.
It's terrible.
And I mean, the lesson today is, eat home cooked meals. You don't have to worry about this, unless you like Big Tigger and, you're out there doing your thing, and then you got to worry about your wife doing something to your toothbrush or taking your phone or any of that other stuff. But, that's crazy work. That's crazy. I've never cared enough in life to ever mess up anybody's food. I don't even in real life, all positive. I don't even really argue with people like that. It's so crazy. People would never guess because the debates that I have online. I don't argue with people in real life about what.
Yeah.
What we arguing for? I go my separate way, especially if I feel like the argument is going in a circle, debate or whatever. I'm like, all right, have a good day, and go about my way. But that's crazy that there's people out there that will mess up your food just because they. And then what are they beefing about? You all positive. Listen, hey, shout out to Detective Scholar. Shout out to Detective Scholar. They sleeping with the same dude. It's two women that got a random beef. What do women beef over? All positive.
Over men, yeah.
And that dude gave them both herpes.
Yep. And that could possibly be that she already had it. She's trying to
she already had herpes, and she's just trying to get paid by Arby's because, the spit is already like an offense, but spitting with herpes, man, like
I've never heard that, man, because some people that even got. I've never heard someone getting herpes from a kiss. I've just never heard it.
From a what?
From a kiss.
What? That's how herpes spread.
I know close about
kissing the lips and kissing the foreign parts.
I'm saying from a kiss on the lips. I didn't know you can do that. I didn't know. I'm just saying.
No, that's definitely a realistic thing, man. You tripping?
I've never had it, so like I said, this is all news to me.
Yeah, you definitely could get it like that. But APN, man, just don't be disappointed. Tomorrow's episode is already set in stone. We're gonna rock out. I was gonna listen. Me. I'm a little yappy at times. I was gonna talk about Chris Brown. Chris Brown basically was telling the people at his show, like, if you what's good, sis? If you what do he say? He was like, hey yo, if you married, like I think he kicked the married people off his show. Because he tired of people talking about, because you remember that woman that was up there that kissed Chris Brown and they said she was married. That woman wasn't even married. The internet was just running with that because that's a good talking point. She wasn't even married. She was a single girl that kissed Chris Brown. But people was running with that narrative, so I guess Chris Brown tired of it, running with that. Yeah. But I mean,
they're messing with his brand, like, yo, he's looking like he's a home.
And people don't care.
And there's people they going on it.
People don't care. All positive. They don't care if Chris. I mean, look at Diddy. Diddy found grown men to sleep with his chick. And found chicks to let a bunch of dudes sleep with them. I bet you Daphne before Diddy never even did anything like that.
I don't know, man. She probably always had a whore in her.
Doesn't matter. She never engaged in anything like that, but Diddy was able to get her to do something that she, never done before. Because remember, listen, what happened is this, I'll pause it. Afterwards, she started talking about God and Jesus and, you know, how it was a dark time of her life, blah, blah, blah. But now she embracing the escort role.
What did I tell you? Ain't nothing more religious than a whore that's been caught.
I mean, she ain't do no crime.
It's not a crime. I'm just saying, but she got exposed. A whore that's been exposed. Nothing more religious than a whore that's been exposed.
I mean, the court documents kind of being with Diddy kind of exposed. Like, come on, man. Miami probably was having trains ran on her too.
Probably, man. I definitely want. I think that she knows that people know that.
Yo, you know, you got to be super nasty when you shock Young Miami. You remember Young Miami was doing an interview with Kevin Gates, and she's dating Diddy, and Kevin Gates had her like, "Oh, you nasty."
I did not know that was the same chick that got this song everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
I know the same girl. I remember the Kevin Gates interview.
You see, my boy Pittsburgh T ran off. You know what I mean? He was tired of getting this. He was tired of getting his work. Yeah, man. Pittsburgh T. I wasn't feeling Pittsburgh T stance on Young Miami, man. Like, people get older and forget that they was young, and they consumed Uncle Luke. They consumed all that ratchet music. You know, bro, ratchetness is a part of society. Like, they used to have public executions. That was a real thing.
It was a big thing. Yep, public hangings, public executions, and people would show up for the show.
Yep, they would show up. I mean, forget lynchings. They used to lynch black people and cut off their private parts, and people would show up in their Sunday's best, like it was an NFL game or something.
It was entertainment.
Yeah, so I mean, listen. I mean, all this moral grandstanding stuff, that stuff is getting a little bit old to me. A little bit sickening too as well. Embrace your shadows, man. Like, everybody like drama, everybody like mess, everybody likes a little bit of ratchetness, you know. And Young Miami made a song that was a hit, and can't nobody do nothing about it. Yeah. Can't nobody do nothing about that hit. That hit gonna be a hit regardless of what anybody says, and that's just the reality of it, man. Shout out. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of stuff we could be outraged with Young Miami about. I would start at the fact that she was supporting Diddy through all of his shenanigans in court. Him blowing up people's cars and selling drugs and doing all this stuff, putting X pills and baby oil and all this weird stuff that he was doing. That's would be the time to be like, oh yeah, Carisha crazy, you know, and she don't see nothing wrong with this. That's the time to do it. When she make a song that become #1 and it just saying the scammers and boosters, and it's like I said, it's a hit. Why? Like, it's more ratchet music out there. Like I said, Nelly's Tip Drill video to me was probably worse, you know.
Man.
So it's a lot of like I was telling Pittsburgh T, cash prices, bro. It's $100 every time I fill up all positive.
Oh, I know.
You think I give a damn about Carisha?
I drive a Tahoe. I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm about ready to get on out of there, man. Go get this little girl watcher for the day. That's what I do all day.
When he's that's clouded. Yeah, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's my overall message, man. Old people, we gotta do better. We can't get old and forget that we was once young and participating in shenanigans. You know, like I said, APN. You ain't never heard a song that was ratchet, but you be like, hey, this song that's pretty tight. You never did that? Huh?
I listen to Too Loud Crew.
I'm talking about something more modern, like some drill music. Like it be some songs with Dirk. I'd be like, that's a pretty nice song.
I can't name one drill song. I mean, you know, I guess I don't know. I don't know. I can't name it in the drill. I know what it is, but I can't really name any of it.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, Pittsburgh T tripping, man. I don't like the back of my day people. You know, back in our day, we was doing the same thing. We was listening to ratchet music. We was listening. We was watching. We grew up watching Real Sex. You know, where they talked about this. I remember when I was younger, sneaking and watching Real Sex, and it was this girl with a really, really long tongue. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I remember all of this growing up, and it's like, and then the stuff that I did was mutual with the other kids because we would talk about the stuff, and it's just like, damn, we get older and forget, and just act like we was perfect kids, and none of that stuff exists, and there's not a market for it, and anytime we consume it, it's just so bad. But like I said, you go look at the culture of white people, and their culture's not perfect, and they don't hold themselves to a high standard that we hold ourselves to. So why are we doing it? Why are we looking for perfection out of black people? I don't understand it. This is supposed to, like, what they should have did is looked at this and said, "Oh, capitalism," like white people should have did. White people, remember when Shannon Sharp got took to the cleaners by that white girl?
Definitely.
I didn't see one angry black white person on the internet. Not one. Did you? I mean, not that I was looking, but I didn't see any of them. That was a victory for them. Spin that shit. Spin it. They was on that Young Miami shit. They liked that, Shannon Sharp was getting milk for billions. Millions. What was it like? Was it 25 million? Something like that? It was something crazy. That OnlyFans
more than what he made in his whole.
And like I said, with Donald Trump, we kept having to hear about Diddy and the freak offs when they was taking Diddy to jail. Remember they had the FBI, the tanks, and all this stuff, and then we kept having to hear freak off, and then come to find out Donald Trump is blowing Bubba, and they got transgenders out there, and Bill Clinton, and they all doing all kind of freaky stuff on Epstein Island. Those is the real freak offs. And people don't look at it and be like, damn. When black people do it, it gets publicized, ostracized, and then black people are first in line to criticize it. But when white people do it, it kind of whistle past the graveyard type stuff. They ignore it and all that stuff. So we gotta be more on code. We gotta stop tearing each other down. Not saying what Pittsburgh T tried to say. I said earlier, let the criminals out, because I was making that argument when he was supporting Diddy, and all the criminals, Bill Cosby and stuff like that, But man, we got to do better. We got to do better. I don't like Carisha, but I ain't got nothing bad to say about her success. If I criticize it, it's going to be for supporting Diddy after he improved himself a monster. But that's just me, man. But you got any final words, APN?
Like I say, man, tip your bartenders and be positive.
Hey, and on that note, well, listen, I'm going to try to come back. I'm definitely going to do a live today. I'm debating when I'm going to do the live over, because everybody been waiting for this episode, and I know they've been waiting. Huh?
Ray J, take us home.
Hold on. No, before Ray J starts singing, everybody been waiting for me, to do that episode, and I've been debating doing it, because I don't know. I don't want to do something that I might regret later. And then, it's just a lot of different factors going in, but I also don't like people lying on my name. So I might do it. I don't want to give that person content too as well, on top of them, me thinking that they're not working with for a day. So it's a lot of different factors that I'm going over, but I'm going to do an episode today. It just might not be that episode, but I'm really leaning towards doing an episode. It's just me. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Right. But yeah, in the meantime, in between time, all positive say, would you always say all positive? Tip your waiters.
Tip your bartenders.
Tip your bartenders. Fuck that. Keep that in your pocket and spend that shit. That's the message of the day. Shout out to Young Miami. But shout out to my girl Trissy too. She said, I love the Young Miami song. I told my man on the floor, spin that shit. And he gonna spend it tomorrow. He gonna spend on your birthday shit. You better, sister. Shout out to you too as well. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and let Ray J take us on. We'll see where the day goes. Because I'm probably for the stay up for the day all positive. And I got an evening plan. Shout out to my sister Rose T2 as well. But yeah, I'm doing a live. I just don't know what it's gonna be on. We'll see. But in the meantime, between time, I'm gonna let Ray J take y'all home and serenade y'all souls, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Superstar, wish to have a fancy car, wish to have $1 million bucks. Well, I wish I don't be in love. So feel me, pretty baby. I make one wish and I wish it all on you. Make it love to the break of dawn. Me and you to the baby's born. Till my baby's born.